Sorry for the delay there, guys. Britfeel Radio is now live. Thank you as always for tuning in, and again, do just have to apologize co for the slight delay coming on. I did not have a good grasp of what the time of day was at that particular moment, but I am here with you now. Just gotta thank you again for your patience and for your continued patronage. Just a quick shout out to our Patreon supporters. Um, so John Joba Joba Waga 69 Goba Goba. Yeah, thank you for that $5 donation as part of our Platinum Sissy tier. Um, yeah, again, thank you very much for that. And yeah, that's great. Um, Oh crap. Just so you're aware, at this time I am also in the midst of playing a competitive game of Hearthstone Duels, currently on 1 win and 2 losses. Um, okay, sorry if I seem a little disoriented at the moment. It is, I will be, I'm technically at work right now. If someone wants to join in and help me out, um, I do need to run some tests regarding audio, particularly what audio will be captured when I need to step away from the computer, I mean the radio, to take a call. At this moment in time, that is quite a concern. So if anyone wants to help out with that or jump into the comments, do let me know. Uh, that's something that does need to be investigated for the sake of safety and security. Um, so at this moment in time, I am in fact also watching the #1 show on Netflix right now, which is the Formula One Season 3 Drive to Survive or something along those lines. Oh, joined by a guest right now. Could you just do me a favor, just because I need to run some tests, just in case a call comes through at work? Um, so I would need you to listen to the stream and tell me if you could hear anything. Is that okay? Oh, fuck's sake. Fine, fine, fine. We'll just wing it. Thank you for being. Mm, no, nothing. It's fine. Great. Thank you very much for your help. Um, I'll just adjust audio. You seem quite quiet. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. So one of the first things I wanted to ask you today is, um, how have the Finnish superstars Valtteri Boras and Kimi Räikkönen influenced your life and inspired you? Hmm. Okay. Good stuff. Good. So, so would you say in Finland that they are considered perhaps the most inspirational and famous people in the land, even more so than the Prime Minister, based on their accomplishments? Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to stop for a moment. Apparently, there's no audio on your side. Can you just say something? Okay, yeah, that's my fault. I was just fiddling around with things earlier. Uh, sorry. Okay, if you could say something now, please. What the heck? Oh, God's sake! Why do you keep messing this up? Um, I'll get it fixed. Don't worry. My apologies. Oh, there we go. Now it should be fine. Um,
Hello?
yeah, that's fine. It was just like you gotta change it from default
Hello?
to something else and then back to default. Yeah, it's fine. I know it's fine. Um, okay, so yeah, Yeah, so my guest was just
Um,
saying that Veteri Bolas, uh, Botas, was very inspirational and probably one of the most inspirational people in
Very
Finland right
true.
now. Someone who most aspire to be like, even more so than the Prime Minister. Um,
I think our prime minister is very popular, especially in other countries. And she's a cat, so there's that as well. Um,
hmm,
um, yeah,
is that a controversial opinion you have, or how confident are you
that
in
she's a
that?
cat.
No, I mean her popularity. Um, I mean she's
I mean,
no.
she was on magazine.
Everyone's on the
Mostly,
cover. Literally everyone. They
no.
do a cover for everyone, I think. Every
I
one of
mean,
those 100 gets their own cover. I think. I'm not 100%
no,
sure.
that's not true.
Um, okay. What was the name of the award? Top 100 what type of people?
Most influential women or something. I don't know. What was it, people? I don't know.
Uh,
That,
Fine. Top 100 most influential women. Time magazine. 100 women of the year. Da, 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 da. Uh, oh, scroll it.
uh,
Uh,
did you know that her like parents? She had like two female like lesbian
Most influential
parents,
cats.
and his her dad was like an alcoholic and left when she was young. His
Um,
her mother.
I can't say I was aware of that, but I don't see how it's relevant. I feel like it's something that she might be playing on for sympathy points. Just my opinion. Uh,
You've never done that, have you, Pearly?
no, I have never done that. Okay, sorry, I just need to make you a bit louder, I think. Uh, da, da, da. So, just getting back into the topic of the most influential people in Finland. So Kimi Räikkönen was, or I think he might still be the youngest person to ever be the Formula One drivers' champion. That seems like quite an accomplishment and bigger than anything your prime minister has done. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I-
I mean, it's interesting to see the youngest prime minister in the entire world or something.
Is it
Head of
Finland or
state.
is it Finland or Sweden that has all the good rally drivers?
R- Rally. I thought you were European. Oh no, wait, you're not European anymore. You had your DNA test. Um, but we're
99.8. That's pretty high.
but, so you're more into rally then rather than Formula One?
I'd say so. I think Formula One's a bit boring, personally.
But Formula One is of British origin.
I don't care. It's boring.
All right, but if I said it was boring, then you'd be like, "Oh, you're not British."
I don't get two shits about it. It's like you sit like, oh look, he's going around 20 laps in a row trying to catch this one guy and move up one position, and that's just predetermined by how much fucking money the Jews have invested in the cars anyway.
That's
Like,
not appropriate language. That's
I mean,
offensive.
how much the rich white oligarchs or whatever have invested?
Yeah, yeah, the rich white oligarchs. Damn them to hell.
Bastards.
Um, yeah. So I haven't.
Free Palestine.
You're on
Yeah,
fire today. Great points.
I would say he's yes, very influential and a great Finnish person.
And a role
Um,
model for young Finnish boys.
yes, yes.
Hmm. Listening to Vetteri Borlas or Boras, I can't quite remember his surname. Um, he said that in the Finnish culture, Finnish people are lone wolves. Is that accurate?
Billy.
Yes, I would say maybe. Yeah. I think people might be a bit maybe autistic. We don't like other people, or so we like to be alone. So in that regard, I think that statement is true.
Do
Would
you
you
lot
say an
sew
autistic
now?
person would fit in Finland?
Yes.
I think they'd thrive there, wouldn't they?
Do you want to find love in Finland?
Sure. Have you got a sister up who? I'm 0.2%
Yes.
Finnish.
Yeah. Come home, yellow man. Um,
Okay, right. So I'm just going to. I'm not prepared very much because, as I said earlier, I am currently at work right now. I am being paid to do this stream in a way. So right now, I am being paid. So that's something that all of you should take on board. Some of you are here
I'm
for
I'm
free.
I'm also working while doing this. I'm trading. You know, I'm doing 2 jobs at once.
I, you don't really have a job though, do you? You don't have a wage slip to show at the end of the day.
Well, no, but I earn more than you do, bitch.
I've actually got a brand new job, so
Yeah, still earn more than you do, bitch.
so
I'm going to-
you don't sound very sassy when you say that.
What if I do? Like some sassy clicking or
What did you
something.
want to be for a job when you were a kid?
I never wanted any like. I never really wanted to be anything. I had zero like ambition as a kid. I was just sort of like everyone were always like, "Oh, I wanted to be a fireman or a vet or whatever," but no, there was never really anything that
Well,
stood out to me.
I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astrophysicist, like someone who does things with space or just astrophysics. And I remember like saying it to my mum or something, and she said something like, "Oh, they don't get any. There's no jobs going around for them. Nobody needs them. They're just completely useless." And then like my dream died right there.
It's quite sad, actually.
Yeah.
Is it true that your mother can speak English but your father can't?
Yeah.
How do they communicate in that case?
In Finnish. I mean,
Finish.
shut up. Are you literally retarded?
It was a
Like your
question
mum
that
can
had to be
speak
asked.
English and your dad can't, right, Pearly?
Oh, you go to hell. Go to hell.
No, but I'm correct in saying that, right?
Well, according to you, my dad can speak English.
Well, a little bit.
You bloody bastard.
That's not un guy. I'm part Arab. That don't fly anymore.
It's a
Brown
bit
power.
interesting. I think with English, it's a bit like maybe in the Middle Ages when you can read or write. So I think it's the same thing these days. Like with English, if you don't speak English, you're essentially like illiterate. So
That's a very harsh way of speaking about your father, although
no,
I'd probably
I'm
say
not
the same
saying
about
about
mine
no,
too.
but I'm just saying because I have to take my A levels, and it's like if I don't do well in them, I can't go to university.
I think there's a lot of
So
people in. No, it's not everyone speaks English though. A lot of when I went to the Ukraine, I kind of had culture shock a little bit because it was the first place I'd been that weren't like, "Hi, how are you doing? We all speak English here. What can we get you?" sort of thing. Everyone were like, "Oh, you don't speak Russian or Ukrainian or whatever. Fucking go fuck yourself."
yeah.
But kind of nice in a way.
Um,
It makes you feel less guilty for not being able to speak a second language.
Yeah, well,
It's
that
like
and it were
I
kind of
felt
like
like a
I
bit of
actually felt like I were in somewhere a little bit foreign for a change rather than just sort of. I don't know. I'd only ever been to like Spain and shit before, like fucking Benidorm, which is just Skegness in the fucking
oh
sun.
wait, guys,
It's
I need you to.
horrible.
Sorry, this is very urgent. I need you to test something for me because I said it earlier that I was at work, so I might need to come off to take a call. I need to test what people on the stream will be able to hear.
I don't
So we're
know.
doing some range finding for you or something.
Oh no.
What I'd like
Did you
is
guys, did you know that Moni works for a sex line? Is it?
I did. I found out the hard way.
Yeah.
they assumed they didn't know until now. But yeah, if either of you guys could just listen to the stream. Just tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you're ready.
We're ready. What else?
You're
we're
listening.
ready.
You're listening to the stream.
Yeah.
I am listening to the stream.
Okay. Were you able to hear what I said through the stream? Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Were you able to hear what I said?
I weren't listening.
What the heck? Well, did you hear anything?
I mean, heard you say it in the chat, but I weren't listening.
Okay, fine. All right, just stop for a second. Because I need to test this because it's going to be very important if I say answer a call and go, "Hi, you're through to da 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 da."
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, just stop. I just need to test now to see.
It's a pretty prestigious company. Foreign for a change, rather than
Guys, I need you to.
horrible.
So, what I'd like
Did
is
you guys
they assumed they didn't know until now.
So what's going on right now?
If either of you guys could just listen to the stream. 2 seconds. I'm just listening back to the stream to see if I could hear myself. Tell me when you're ready.
We're ready. What else?
You're
we're
listening.
ready.
You're listening to the stream.
Yeah.
I am listening to the stream.
Okay.
Can you hear yourself? No?
Were you able to hear? All right. Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, it turns out I just need to mute the mic. Hello. I'm pretty sure I did that last time though, and I don't think it worked. Actually, no way. I think I just took my headset off last time, and then the mic still picked it up. But anyway, yeah, that's fine. So yeah. Should education be free for everyone?
I think so. Personally.
To what age? Up to what age would you should like a master's?
I think
be
university,
free?
to be honest. I don't know about a master's or whatever. Maybe fucking. I don't really know how the entire thing works as a non-university educated person.
I mean, yeah.
I think if we're in a pretty socialist society in the sense that we have like healthcare that's free and whatnot.
We've got a right-wing authoritarian government that's about to crack down on protests.
True, but generally speaking, we pay taxes and we get a lot of free services. So I don't see why university shouldn't really be rolled in that, considering that education is probably one of the more important things.
Right.
At least in Finland, like everything is free. Like you can get like a doctorate for free and a master's and a bachelor for free.
But should it be?
I think, yeah, because.
How does that help the Finnish public at large?
I mean, I think it's a good thing that you have educated people, and it creates like high-skilled labor, people who are very good at their jobs.
What's the value of high-skilled labor?
I suppose, like financially, it has some like good sides. I don't know. I'm walking in the
Isn't it better for the economy
forest.
or some sort of shit?
Yeah. I can't really think, clearly. I'm in the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah, well, you can try that excuse in your exam tomorrow. I mean, on Monday.
In the middle of a snowstorm. Are you outside, Apple? Are you outside in the cold?
Yeah, it's quite like it's like
Are you just
rain.
walking? Are you just some weirdo walking with your phone? You're walking outside with your phone on Discord in the cold, snowy Finnish winter.
Yes.
He's not. He's
shouting in English.
Okay, I sat down now. It's a bit wet. The snow.
Is it just to clarify? Is it snowing or is it not snowing currently in where you are?
It is snowing. Yes.
How heavy is it snowing?
Quite heavily. It's like very wet. Yeah.
Hmm. So I
Do you have
understand
snow,
from that
Lee?
that you must be somewhere in the eastern part of Finland, then I guess.
We've got you now, Apu.
Um,
I'm literally just looking up the weather forecast. So I'm trying to dox you.
but all Finnish people
Is
look
it-
the same, so there's no such thing as doxing
I
a
don't
Finnish
think you can
person.
Yeah,
you
it's
can.
damn milk skins.
Yeah, they do have a very, very pasty skin, don't they? Like almost
Whoa,
translucent.
whoa! That's crazy.
Like, come on, guys, get enough vitamin D or what?
No, I was just saying, famous Finnish people, they tend to look a bit almost albino.
The only thing I know about Finland is the Moomins and Simo
Did you know
hair.
that?
Is that
Did you know that?
Finnish?
Yeah, the Moomins is from Finland. Well, it's
Oh.
partly it was written by a Swedish woman, but she was like Swedish Finnish, like
I
a
mean,
Swedish.
What else are like
Yeah.
famous Finnish exports apart from? Is that band Lord or something from Finland?
Yeah,
Yeah, very
yeah,
famously, you freak. 'Cause that's
Well,
whenever
that's
you
why I
think of
said are they from Finland because those are the only Finnish things I know. Fucking dickhead.
they won the 2006 Eurovision Song Contest. I remember correctly.
everyone
Yes.
knows that. This is like the most famous one. Whenever you see like a Eurovision documentary, it's like,
You know we're on a
oh,
fucking
Eurovision is a
you
ball game.
know we're on
Here's a
talk
cool
radio and we're
one.
making conversation, right? You fucking piece of shit.
What's talk radio?
This.
Did you know? Uh, Finland was like ranked the happiest country in the entire world. So
And why
It's all
is their
supposed to-
suicide rate so high? Why is
yeah,
the
I was
suicide?
thinking,
They're
yeah,
so happy that they're like, I don't know, kill themselves with
because
joy,
everybody
maybe.
Because all the sad
yeah,
people keep killing themselves, so the average goes up.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't have a depressed populace if everyone's dead.
Just checking what my lunch break
There's
is
quite
in.
a lot of mass shootings per capita in Finland, as I understand. Like it's I remember watching a documentary called White Rage about like a Finnish potential school shooter talking about like
Um,
all,
Yeah, but if there's
I mean,
six
I
guys,
don't know. I
if
don't
there's
know if
six,
that's.
if there's like 60 guys in Finland and one guy shoots someone, it's a pretty high ratio.
Yeah, that's true.
that's pretty right. That's correct. I'll Google the
Um,
documentary now. I posted in the chat
Why is it called White Rage? Isn't that a bit,
because
you know?
Because
it's not about
snowy and
race. It's about
stuff.
like in it is because it's describing the difference between like red hot rage and white hot rage. So it's like red hot rage is like your fists are clenched and you're like you're gonna explode. You're like because you're red hot, and they're like white hot rage is sort of like you've lost all feeling, you've lost all emotion. You're just so angry that you just like grab a gun and
More cool and
go on.
collected.
It's like
I had
yeah,
my
or, like
yeah. Um, the interesting thing was I don't know if this maybe this is related, but I had my A levels in Finnish and I had to write this essay. And it was interesting, like the topic that they had. There was like it was like about nationalism and like there was different like assignments you pick from, and it was essentially about identity and
Someone's probably passing him by, so you can't speak. Okay.
I
Well,
posted the documentary in the chat there.
why did
The in
.fi?
Finland,
about
dot
Finland.
Finland.
You know, you think they'd get
You
.com.
think they'd what just buy
You
an
want to
English site to
play the? Do
host
you want to
it,
play
even
the
though they
trailer?
made it?
Hold. Yeah, sure thing. I'll just open
You want to
it.
play the trailer, yeah, and then you can read out the subtitles because obviously it's in Finnish.
Okay, 2 seconds.
I actually found it one of the most moving documentaries I've ever seen. It's about
Really? That's
yeah, I'm not even kidding. It's a story of a guy called Laurie, and he was the victim of like school bullying and but like to like a bizarre degree. Like there must have been something weird about him because he was like constantly fucking bullied, like in like even like throughout university.
allegedly.
And I've got the impression I've talking to my Mara about this. Like there are some people who are like slightly annoying and like they can't work out why, but like people are like constantly hostile to them throughout their entire lives, and it really really fucks them up because they can't work out why they're annoying people.
So
But
yeah,
it
the first
hello,
subtitle there was when all the people
hello.
are dead, I'll. Yeah, we can hear you now. You were muted for a while for some reason.
yeah, you're muted. We're
Did
gonna
a
play the
Finnish person
trailer
accost
on
you?
Yeah,
What
just playing the trailer for the film White Rage. Uh, Oh,
Did
he's
you hear anything
pulling
that I
it.
said?
No.
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 Oh,
Uh,
So
okay.
can you read out the subtitles as
yeah,
well?
the
Because
bullying
otherwise,
got more brutal. Yeah, I'll start from the beginning. Hold on a sec. So I'm always a potential killer. It will always live inside me. Um,
Whoa, I didn't know that, Modi. Are you serious?
well, now you sort of got like this 007 sniper rifle thingy, and now you've got a picture of him. When they're all killed, I'll call the police and tell them who I am. White rage. And
Well,
just gonna be a minute. I was a good-natured, nice boy who never fought back. You can fill us in on bullying in Finland soon, because it seems like something that you'd think that'd be eradicated with your culture. The bullying
Is
got
this
more brutal
reminiscent of
year
your
by
school
year.
experience, Pearly?
No, not really. I started thinking of ways to survive. Something happened inside me. Uh, oh, he's practicing with a katana. That's cringe.
you're you're the
I
one
feel
to
like
call.
this is this the like story from the perspective of the guy who did the killing or something?
it's a story of a guy from perspective who would like wanted to do the killings. He was obsessed with school shooters, and like he went to a psychologist because he felt he was going to like basically kill a load of
After
people, and it
surviving
meant
my experience,
Oh, so
I
he didn't
decided to
actually
do a
kill anyone
resource.
then?
no, but like that there have been like quite a lot of mass shootings in Finland, like a surprising amount for a small country. Like it's quite weird.
Oh, it's quite inspirational actually. It says a
Uh,
movie about survival and a bullied victim who overcame the mind of a mass murderer.
I'm
So
gonna be
he's a
honest.
hero then.
Wow.
I don't want to watch a documentary about a fucking cop
I
out.
was
I want a guy who
um
finishes the job, even if I don't agree with it.
Oh,
I I was saying so I had my like A levels in Finnish, and I had to write an essay, and there were these like documents you had to utilize in your text, and there was this one article about cultural appropriation. So the topic was like culture and identity, and like nationality and nationalism. Like those were the topics. Um, and there was this one article about cultural appropriation, and I thought it was just a bit interesting. Like, um, hello.
I
yeah,
can hear you.
we're waiting for you to finish. We were being
I
polite.
don't.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
I
sorry. I'm being sorry.
I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. There was this like other video in there. I was just like thinking because there was this like one video that had this like Negro woman, and she was singing.
no, not Negro. That's not the correct term.
I have no idea where you're going with this story.
Okay, it's not a story. Sorry, it's real. It's unrelated. Sorry, it isn't. Sorry. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
No, we want to hear about the Negro woman and cultural appropriation.
Well, she was like singing this like Finnish traditional Finnish song, and there was this um, one article about cultural appropriation. So, I mean, you could have written like a text about how that Negro woman was appropriating Finnish culture by her rap song or whatever.
Did she rap the Kalevala?
Yeah, sort of, yeah,
Kalevala's like a Finnish. It's like the Finnish Odyssey or Iliad or something like that. It's
yeah,
about Väinämöinen.
yeah.
Um, uh-huh, okay.
By the way, Apple, I never really understood. I got one question for a Finnish person. What the fuck is a sampo?
Sa- um, do you mean shampoo?
No, I mean the sampo, the thing from the Kalevala.
Oh,
Like the thing that.
it's just like a thing. It's like it makes money or something. It's like is this thing that makes like riches, like I don't know, gold or something. I don't
So
know.
what is it? Is it like bread? Like I was really confused.
No, it's more like this machine that is like can do whatever. I'm really bad at explaining it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a
It's
thing.
a weird fucking thing. Finnish culture is weird. They have this thing and like they keep referring to it in their like national text, like level. I got the sampo and I had no idea what the fuck it was. It seemed to like do everything.
Yeah, that's true. Um,
Okay, second question. Why is your education system supposedly so good?
um, that's a really difficult question. I don't know. I think probably. I really have to think about that. I don't know.
Because like Finnish schools, like famously, like used to score like the best in the world. Like they've been overtaken by like China and like Hong Kong and all that. But like for a European country, it's still like one of the best in like science, maths, and like things you can measure. And like people like send teachers to Finland to try and find out why their education system was so good.
Well, I think because we don't really have like private schools, so everything's like public. So we just have public schools, and I suppose it has something to do with like egalitarianism or something like in the sense that we don't. I don't know. I just don't know. I feel I don't know.
So
Do you ever make puns about finishing on girls?
Hey, baby girl.
Who's that?
it's
It's-
Hubert who's doing one of his many
Hubert.
famous
Okay,
accents.
so now
It's Benjamin Netanyahu.
He's a mass murderer and a terrorist.
No, he's an awesome Chad.
I interesting. What was interesting is I had my A levels in German, and there was this like question about Lena Landrut Meyer that we spoke of.
Yeah, Lena Meyer-Landrut.
Yeah.
Well, was
There
it
was this
definitely
question
her?
about
Because
her.
that's a lot more interesting.
Yeah, it was her.
Okay, cool. Go on.
But I thought it was just funny because we talked about her, and then there she was in the exam, and I mean, I think I learned much about her, and I think that was for my advantage. I don't know. There's nothing to say. It's just like an.
Okay.
I love it how you like you start like a story, or you'll start like saying something and lose confidence like 50% of the way through.
I don't know.
Oh, did you know that Kim.com was Finnish?
I
Who?
did not know that.
Coomer.com?
No, Kim.com.
Who the fuck is Kim.com? Is that
Like,
Kim
A
Kardashian?
famous internet celebrity from probably when you were too young to
I believe
be
he
like
found.
aware.
Yeah, he created Mega Upload.
Yeah, and the founder of Mega Upload and Mega.com.
Oh, nice.
He fought a big court case because the FBI didn't they do some sort of shady shit with him or something?
Oh, actually, I just want to point something out. He was actually born in Germany, but he's of Finnish descent, so it's kind of disappointment that neither of you two know who he is. But yeah, I think he's possibly assassinated by them.
No, he's still alive. Isn't it?
Well, they tried to assassinate.
No, they tried setting him up. They tried framing him or something. They were a massive court case, weren't they?
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I'm pretty sure he isn't.
No, there's
I
no
don't
age
know.
of there's no age of death here, so I think you might be right.
Yeah, I think I might be too, to be honest.
He did some cringy stuff with like doing his own DJ thing.
I mean, he's not the best guy of all time, but you know, fought for internet freedoms or something. So I can't be. He's an alright guy by my book.
He's also 6'7".
Ooh, I didn't know that. That's pretty impressive. I like him a lot more now.
Yeah, same.
If you're like 5'6", I'm like 6'7". That's real impressive.
For a
How
nerd.
tall are you, Moni? Moni, how tall are you? Are you 4?
Police reports have described me as 5'11".
That's the best way to say it.
That's a fantastic answer, Moni.
But I'm not actually 5'11". I'm who knows how tall. And it wasn't like I was measured. It's like a witness
So how
thing.
do you cope with your height?
Well, I think the thing is, I'm a good height for a white woman, but a bad height for a Pakistani woman. Too tall for a Pakistani woman.
Shouldn't you move to like a white area then, just so like you don't stand out too much?
I still stand out because of my race, I think.
Well, I like skin lightening creams really popular in Pakistan and India.
Am I in Pakistan or India?
Well, no, you're in England, so
No.
you should use it more.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
The rest are like, oh shit, I got an English woman pregnant. Was it Sunni or Shita? Yeah.
well, my skin actually looks quite light in the right lighting. It looks quite dark,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like-
What in the
Yeah.
pitch black?
Just like I look slightly less Jewish in the right lighting, obviously.
But you don't look Jewish. You're not Jewish ethnically.
Yeah. Don't remind me.
Oh, do you remember that? Like, this is completely this has nothing to do with anything, but it just reminded me of that like Vice lady, that reporter who's like, Britain brought homophobia
She
to
has a
India.
point. Go on.
No, she like.
Well, she didn't worry because the thing is, before the British came, most of India and Pakistan was under Mughal rule, who were enforcing Sharia law, for which the punishment for homosexuality was death. When the British came and they introduced English common law, the punishment for homosexuality was only imprisonment. So if anything, the British lessened it.
I think the only time in history actually colonialism hurt, or it's not really colonial. The only time in history Western stuff actually hurt gay rights was in the case of Japan, because before that people were just like fucking each other in the ass all the time. But then America came along and they're like, oh, we don't want to look bad, so yeah. Then they started making it more.
No, but it was just like I was absolutely freezing at like that video because it was like it was like a parody almost. It was like Britain like brought homophobia to
Yeah,
India with
yeah,
this law, and
that's bullshit. Yeah, that's complete bullshit.
absolutely loved that series. It was like Empires of Dirt, how Britain got rich um from exploiting Negroes.
Yeah, but that's actually pretty based. I mean, I don't get why people are like hating on colonialism. Like colonialism is fucking awesome, man. Making money.
If
Easy.
they're too dumb to pick the rocks out of the earth itself, we'll do it for
Yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly. Man.
Or we'll, whip them with sticks and sharp objects
Yeah,
until they do it for us.
The strongest wins. Complaining about that is just
Survival
being a
of the
little bitch.
fittest.
Exactly.
So as I was saying, as you've settled, so one thing we settled earlier was that the most influential person from Finland's recent history is either Kimi Räikkönen or Valtteri Bottas. But
What about
No, it's Simo
what
Heia.
about
What about him?
Hookie?
But with Germany, would you say the most influential person of recent history is Angela Merkel or Michael Schumacher or Sebastian
Why?
Vettel? Which of
Of those three, definitely not Vettel or Schumacher because they're race car drivers, and
And
I'm not white.
Schumacher's brain dead.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't.
But I think you've ruled out Michael Schumacher a bit too soon.
He's brain dead.
Yeah, he's
not currently influencing people like over.
if
like
I
he's
mean
still
if I had if,
He
if I
actually,
had
to be fair, he has influenced me. If I ever go skiing, I will 100% wear a helmet.
yeah, exactly. I mean, if I had to pick the three, I'd actually pick Angela Merkel, but in general, I need a bit more time to think about who I'd pick.
Yeah, that's quite a controversial opinion, I think.
Why? Sebastian Vettel and Michael Schumacher, they're race drivers. The only people they really affect are white trash.
Well, they're not like American NASCAR drivers. They're Formula One.
Formula One is exact same shit as NASCAR. It's exact
It
same
isn't.
shit.
I'd
It's
say
just-
the money. I don't know. I'd say that Formula One is a little classier, even though I hate both.
no, it's not. It's I mean,
NASCAR's entirely redneck, where like Formula One's all about like big billionaires spending the money on like whose car can go faster and showing off and status.
who gives a shit about car go fast outside of white trash?
Billionaires, lots of
People
billionaires.
get dressed up to go to the Formula One.
You can
Yeah,
still
it's
have
like-
money and be white trash. Look at
Yeah, but like in Britain,
look at Kim
horse racing's
Kardashian.
horse racing in Britain's like a big fancy affair. All the
Well, yeah, that's different. Horse racing is like traditionally,
and so is F1 here. It's one of our oldest sports.
I don't know. Maybe it's different in Germany than Britain, but in Germany, like the only people who are into Formula One are like really on the lower end of the
I would
social.
say it more like American NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Mercedes-
Britain, I'd
Like
say
American
Formula One's
NASCAR is
quite.
for rednecks, whereas Formula One is like seen as more sophisticated than like NASCAR.
Yeah, F1's probably too slow paced for like the the lower class. Like football's probably like the lower class sport mainly, really, or like darts or.
Oh man,
What
yeah,
else?
no.
Now, when it comes to Germany, like everybody likes soccer. It doesn't matter if you're the richest guy on the planet or like just like Johnny Hotsphere or like
In
Well,
Northern
every-
Ireland, like the working class Catholics, they like hurling. Hurling is like this like
hurling.
Irish sport. Yeah, hurling. It's like a game you play with like bats and balls, but only the Catholics play it.
Oh, I think you said curling.
Hurling.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an Irish. It's a strange like Irish sport. I've seen them play it, but
Okay, is it fun?
I don't know. I've never played it. Only the Catholics play it.
Okay, you don't.
I won't play that game. It's too Catholic for me.
Fair, you don't want to be associated with them. Fair enough, yeah.
It was like a really nationalist thing. Like when like Southern Ireland was under British rule, like a lot of the British tried to like army tried to like ban them from playing hurling because it was seen as like an Irish nationalist thing.
That's wild.
So it's actually kind of yeah. So I posted in the chat thing. Like,
if you play with your sticks this way, you're fucking dunzo. You're gonna get
Yeah.
killed. This is the
it's
British
called
way to play with your stick.
It's like
It's a thing called
I like my stick.
it's called GA, the Gaelic Athletic Association. Like
Oh,
it's
isn't
like
it quite
hurling
like?
and there's Gaelic.
Isn't it like that Brazilian game or something where like you toss a ball or something? You've got like a little net on the stick, or is
So
that?
sorry, yeah. It's like you have it's like you toss a ball and you hit the ball with like rackets and they take it really seriously and like they smash each other up like because yeah, I'll
Really
post a
violent
picture
from
now.
what I've heard. Yeah.
It's quite violent, yeah, but
So, do we have any topics?
Yes, of course.
We're free forming it.
We've got topics. Thank you very much. But first of all, we're not joined by someone new. Sixth from Ponce.
Yeah, but they're
Sixth
muted.
form Ponce.
I've been on here before.
Hello.
Well,
Sixth form Ponzi.
could you introduce yourself for those of us who might not remember?
I think it's in my name.
Ponce the nonce.
Would
What?
prefer a bit more.
I don't know. I'm not.
Where are you from?
Okay, so I'm
South.
officially on my 30-minute
Are
break.
you from Stoke?
Am I from
I'm stoked to meet you.
Stoke is north.
I'm not.
I'm stoked to meet you.
It's not that north.
It's
Mm.
it's north. Anything above Birmingham, I think, is north.
I'm stoked to meet.
Isn't the line like not? Isn't it like curved? I don't know.
Depends on who you ask. If you're from Scotland, they go where the only north. You're all fucking south. Ask anyone in
I'm-
Midlands.
Hello.
Anyone
Lots of
south of
different-
Glasgow?
Hello.
Pretty much. Anything south of Hadrian's Wall, you scum south.
Yeah,
Apu,
anything sounds for the North Pole.
Hello.
yeah, we can still hear you, Apu. What would you say? I've just got another question for you that I'd like your input on. So, do you think young people must have a right to choose when it comes to military, stuff? Should we have
Where?
should people have to do mandatory military service? There we go.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a summer camp. It's like a summer camp, and you get paid for it as well. So I think it's a good thing. It builds resilience, and you get fit, and it offers a lot of good things. I think
Yeah,
for young
I
people.
I agree.
So sure, but your family probably had some of your family members probably had military service because you had military service in Germany for a
Yeah.
long time, as I understand.
Yes. But the thing is, I think they changed this in the 70s. You don't technically have to have military. You can have to do it if you're like a hippie pussy bitch boy. You can do Zivildienst, where you like help out with like old folks home and
Yeah, that's
stuff.
the same.
And
Same
you also
here.
and
Jesus.
if you don't get paid for it. So my cousin did the military service. He says it's pretty great. Like he got yelled at a lot, but it's nothing bad or anything. Like it was yeah, he said it was about like a little bit easier than Full Metal Jacket. It was pretty fine. It was pretty chill.
I've heard that like Russian military service is absolutely insane, and there's like an
Yeah.
epidemic of suicides of people like killing
I've
themselves
got-
because they get
Yeah,
beaten to death.
it's a joke in the Finnish army that they have like male prostitution is a thing in the Russian army.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hot. That's hot. Like, imagine that you're just going there, just like get like beaten up after exorcism, and then just fight some random Russian twink boy and climb in his bunk. You know.
Wasn't there that big thing in
You're
England recently
disgusting.
about the
You sound like a
RAF?
non.
Like the
Hey,
video,
I'm not enough, but I do love me some grown ass man.
yeah, there was a video that came out from like RAF that like got a bunch of press recently because they were like hazing some recruit and shoving shit up his arse and stuff like that, and it would have soup again. Like, no, it's just hazing. We're all
I think-
straight
I
guys.
think the Air
Now,
Force
like
has
I'm just gonna shove a bottle of beer up your
reputation
arse,
for
and
that.
then I'm gonna
I
shove
get-
this big thing up your arse.
I guess you could say you say you're in the army and the army's in you.
Oh, that's not appropriate at all. That's very, very offensive.
Plus it's the RAF, you know.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I
Like,
get the impression the RAF is one of the more like the more the gayer branch of the
Well,
army.
yeah, in the RAF,
I
more the
also-
posher boys from what
Yeah,
I've
that's
heard
correct.
from
That'll
my
be like
friends.
British public school boys, so they'll all have those like hazing games from public school, all boys public schools.
Yeah, the hazing games where you're in the same dorm with men for your entire adolescence with all those hormones flying around. Those sort of those games.
I also thought the Navy was the gay branch.
I think in America it's seen as that, but in Britain, I think maybe the RAF's got a bit more of a limp-wristed vibe about it.
I've got a friend from Russia who is like actively going to every single end possible to avoid conscription. Like we said earlier.
Can't you just
Like apparently, like it's a
show 'em
military tradition to actually like absolutely bully them, like make them like
Yeah.
lick toilet seats and like kick the shit out of them.
Yeah,
Can't
and
you show him like
his
a-
parents don't want that for him, so he's over here.
Oh, I was going to say, couldn't you like show him a video of him sucking a dick or something? And they're pretty anti-gay over there.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually like just
I love how he goes, yeah.
I mean, you know, if you're going to get forced to do it anyway in the Russian army, but
Yeah.
may as well do it off your own back and avoid it all.
So,
What's the next topic?
okay.
We're burning through these quite quickly. That degenerated.
Is current academic grading helpful in performance? So rather than grading people on like an A, B, C, a level 5, 4, 3, or whatever, should we perhaps say grade them using words? So
Twat,
I grade you
retard,
I mean,
wonderful.
mong.
I don't know about anyone else's schooling experiences, but my teachers didn't notice that I had a 50% absentee rate for 2 years. So, yeah, I don't think grading me on words or like paying any attention to me really.
But why'd you
happening.
why'd you say that, Monty? Do you think that would be a better system than like A star to F or whatever it is?
Yeah, because it would be more encouraging and it'd be more it'd give the students a better idea of their performance. So if someone says, "Oh, you got a C," what does that really mean? But if you say, "Oh,
that
you
means
did
you
a,"
that
Well,
means that means you're barely over sea level.
Yeah.
I do agree that it could be more helpful in that term, but you know, you have high class numbers in Britain, especially in like council shitholes, and you're going to college or university. How do you know, differentiate a good student from an absolute
then-
thicker?
Then again, like if you put it from words to letters, what difference does it really make? I mean, it's still arbitrary, so you've not really.
But with
solved
words,
the
it's like
problem at all.
What
You've just
A
made it.
levels are you studying?
Sorry.
What A levels are you studying currently?
Maths, further maths, physics, and economics.
Some good subjects there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Right, are you in Have you
Dunno.
studied Euler's identity yet? And the Morse theorem?
Yeah, the Morse theorem. Yeah.
So I hear you.
Do you like Euler's identity?
Yes, I do. When I had that proof, that was particularly.
So
satisfying.
numbers, weird shit, right?
What is this? Oh no, I don't know.
Are you doing A levels?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish them this year.
Okay.
Um, would you consider yourself a good student?
No, my work ethic is awful. I mean, I'm in a class with the other people who do further maths for like half of my subjects, and their work ethic is also just awful.
Oh,
Is it like
It's-
do you have like a national exam or something? Is it curved? Like
Um, I- like de facto, we're still pretty much having exams.
Hey,
Uh,
Pearly,
yes.
what was your school reports like? Joe, from your teachers, like, did you ever get like written school reports like Pearlaboo would be a good student or Pearlaboo is a good team, whatever?
Polyboo is kind of clinically retarded.
Yeah, did you ever get any of these sort of
Polar
statements
Boo
from your
turns up with his
schools?
shirt on backwards.
Polyboo started molesting 26 women, and we can't do anything about it because of reasons.
Your comments are offensive.
How is that offensive?
we
How is
had, we
that
had to give
offensive?
Pearlaboo detention for saying cunny over and over.
We had to give Polyboo detention for bringing a severed primary student's head into class and having sex with it.
They just said that I was quiet. That's all.
Yeah, he gets quiet because
Yeah.
you spent your whole days fucking severed private students' heads.
No, just because it was
Just
not very
masturbating in
engaging. I
corner.
was a smart
Yeah,
student.
it's like, oh yeah, cut it, give me the cut it.
When did you jump in on this bashing of me?
I don't know. I'm in the mood too.
Mine was
This is
Shout
what
would
it-
be
this
a
is
good
what it was.
student if he only stopped distracting others. That was
Yeah.
mine.
I guess Moni tried to keep showing everybody her child pornography collection.
Oh.
that's a bit too much.
I had a guy in my school who, when I was about 14, showed me. Not that, but.
Wait,
Where are you going with this?
wait, he actually had like a fucking child pornography or what?
Yeah, I think it was like the anime version.
Ah, okay, well if it's it's fucking sick, but it's
Oh
not
yeah,
illegal. Yeah.
yeah.
There were-
Oh, it's 8,000 years old.
So
It is legal.
What
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
school
like
do you
Okay,
go to?
8,000-year-old dragon lolly that looks like a fucking 8-year-old. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's absolutely sick that like people say, "Oh, it's no big deal. It's like 9,000 years old, like a vampire girl or something, like a breeder."
There were an issue at my school though, where like some stupid bitch was sending tit shots to her boyfriend who were also at our school, and he were like, "Hey, check these out." And then kind of apparently it's not really appropriate for after school to have like a 15-year-old's tits on the phone. So there were a lot of there were a big assembly about it, and the police came in and gave a
How old are
talk.
you?
Moni, what
That
did
was an
you think?
episode of Waterloo Road.
Okay,
Definitely
Moni,
that
what did you
happened.
think? What did you think of the question that I sent you? The English question,
Oh,
the autism test.
oh.
Do you think it's fair that if you have a national exam, and then you ask these sort of questions about emotions? How do people sound like? Do people sound irritated or?
Well,
Those
Of
yeah,
type
course.
of questions?
because
Yeah, yeah. It's a filter out the tards.
no. I mean, there's an actual method that you can use to figure out what someone's emotion is. There's a process you go through. I'm not autistic, and so I can't really understand the autistic mind. But I think that maybe if they worked a bit harder, they'd be able to understand emotions.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I don't know. My friend's diagnosed clinically autistic, like by the doctors and
I
whatnot.
like how if anyone says anything even vaguely questioning one of the groups that Moni's affiliated, he goes on like, or she goes on like an hour-long rant, because I was here on a Britfeel radio about, must have been about 6 months ago, and that sort of thing happened.
Here was the question. So what was it? Hold on. What word describes Jane's attitudes or feelings? Reluctant, bored, shocked. I thought she
Horny.
sounded shocked. I honestly think she sounded shocked. And Moni as well said that she sounded shocked.
Um, that was more an issue with the phrasing of the question, because at the start of the question, the start of her
It's definitely
dialogue,
reluctant.
no, she sounds
She
reluctant
sounds
towards
bored.
the middle.
Yeah,
In
the
the
middle
start, she
sound.
just sounds bored, just sort
Okay.
of
Oh, the
flat
start.
tonal.
I'll just play the audio so people listening can hear.
It didn't say anything about the start,
Gosh.
though, right?
I didn't know that. I could phone them to
He's
cancel.
definitely reluctant. Oh, I could.
No,
I don't know. I think any 4 of them apply. Any
There's only
4
3.
of them.
I
Jesus
mean, I just don't think it's like fair that you have these type of questions because you have people who
Mm.
take the exam and have, you know, neurodivergent people, and I think it's unfair, and I think, yeah.
Oh, just stop being autistic, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely agree with Happy. Yeah,
Take
just
take your schizo pills, man.
stop being a fucking mom.
I have noticed that autistic people go, this is too difficult. This isn't direct. This isn't easy and comprehensible for me immediately. So I'm just going to give up on it. They've got a habit of that.
I mean, frankly, I used to be fucking, depressed and retarded and stuff. I didn't take any drugs. I just fucking went down the fucking homo nationalism rabbit hole. Shit worked, bro.
Yeah, you are a unique breed, aren't you?
I know. I'm a special boy.
Did Moni sound reluctant, bored, or shocked?
When Shippy slipped his penis in her anus.
Wait, did Tony fuck black guys? Ew.
What are people commenting? What do they think?
Not had any feedback on that, but like I think she outright says that she's reluctant. I think that one's very clear that she's reluctant. So I think that's probably one of the easier ones. But the real question is, should internet access be limited to students?
What?
Should
What
internet?
type of question is that?
You can
That's
really
terrible.
tell that Moni comes up with these questions.
It
I don't
seems
mean to
relevant to
disparage
all
our
of you
host.
guys because of you lot of students. So should internet? Cause then you can concentrate more on academia.
No, fuck that.
I
Everybody
quite
has
like
to.
I quite like blogging. I quite like blogging.
Everybody should have the right to be able to access the internet, regardless if they're a fucking student or not. That's stupid.
I wouldn't be able to read all these amazing blogs that I.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be like. Imagine if like I'm get so used to fucking internet porn, watching Korean K-pop deepfakes and shit. Then I finish college and I can't jerk off to that anymore. What am I supposed to fucking do?
Revise
Go
for
out,
your
go out and
exams.
get a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I know
Did you-
that's
did-
a
did you-
forbidden
did-
word.
Did you ever see my crusty ass? No way in hell am I gonna get a girlfriend.
I'd be a girlfriend.
No, you wouldn't. You filthy, disgusting whore.
Oh, okay, how about offers that?
Like I mean, like I would have said yes until I found out that you recently had sex with a black person. I'm like, nah,
I've
that's
not
like
had sex with any black people, so I don't have any issues with doing that.
okay. Then
I love how you have to specify that you don't have any issue.
Like,
Moni,
Okay,
you had
then,
sex
yeah.
with a Negro?
yeah,
I expected
is
more.
that
I
true?
expected more from you, Moni. But I guess you keep lowering the bar every time we discuss things.
I feel like this isn't going to happen now.
Yeah. But I will definitely be a rent slut from you and reside at your area for a while, siphoning off you and getting a free ride.
Oh yeah, you could definitely do that. Oh, there's no ride though because I don't drive.
No, I mean like a free ride in the sense of like standing at your place. But no, but seriously, I'd probably smash you at least once, just to give it a try.
Thank you, I'm honored.
Yeah, you should be.
Oi, gewalt.
Oy vey.
But is education too commercialized nowadays?
Nobody's watching this. There's like 5 people watching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well, okay. Wait. Well, I gotta say one thing because right. This is kind of going nowhere. So I'm gonna go back to my buddies drinking alcohol, and playing beer pong. Is there any last minute things somebody wants to say to me? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna bounce.
Wait, one of us here actually has a social life. What the fuck?
I just want to
Yeah,
point
yeah.
out that there have been 46 playbacks.
Okay, great. God
Is it
bless you
just you
tonight.
hitting F5? Oh, there he goes.
People generally come in and listen for a bit and leave. That's perfectly
Well,
fine.
turn it on, go,
there's no issue with it.
fuck that, turn it off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I had my I don't know. So I was just thinking of my Finnish exam. I don't know if it's interesting, but on the topic of like nationalism and like globalization and all those like things, what would have you written about? Like, what would you have written about? Like, um,
Well, I'd have the, does it have to be specific to Finland, or can you, or is it more
Well,
the
general?
if it's
topics
about
were
globalism, I think the world's
no,
pretty.
I mean it was like nationality and identity, and then there was like topics like nationality and identity, like culture and nationality and nationalism and um back then and today, or like those type of like topics.
I've
I
got
wrote
on this. You might want to hear it. So, what I would write about was that there's a common leftist belief that essentially nationalism is just a tool of the ruling classes to make the stupid plebs go out and conquer more land for you, basically, or that in order to kind of divide workers so that like they'll go and hate the blacks or whatever, so that they don't unionize and actually take vengeance on the ruling class. That's the typical leftist understanding. And my counter argument to that would be that that may have been somewhat true at one time, that nationalism was a tool to make, so the ruling class could get all the stupid plebs to go and conquer India or whatever. But these days, nationalism kind of gets in the way of big business, because actually big business these days, what they want is international cheap labor. What they not want is the free movement of labor and goods. What the kind of ruling class want now are like large multinational organizations and open borders. What they want are things like NAFTA in America, the North American Free Trade Act. They want more cheap Mexican labor. They want more it is easy to move factories to China. In that they would like the EU. Like bankers fucking hate Brexit. They fucking despise Brexit. Most of the 20th century, the left was pro Brexit. I think one of the weird things about politics at the moment is that globalization has meant that both the left and the right are kind of confused, because um, nationalism now kind of benefits the actually genuinely benefits the working classes. It's not good. Like globalization and immigration and open borders are really fucking bad for
I
workers.
But hasn't it?
do you not think
well,
that, like, even though we are Brexit and whatnot, Brexiting or left now, no one's going to stop that influx. Like the Tory government's just as bad.
I totally fucking agree. Like, if anything, like the Jacob Rees-Moggs and the Boris Johnsons, they want Brexit to work for them. What they want, instead of like cheap Finnish labor, they're just going to get cheap labor from somewhere else. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to go the
what
way
you've
the left-wing Brexiteers wanted to.
what you've
Because,
I don't.
described.
That's the thing, though. I don't think that neither the left wing or the right wing seems to want to really limit immigration on a large scale. They just seem to both of them want cheap labor
I
and
agree.
want to
So, like,
seem like they're doing the
they're
right
both
thing.
fundamentally internationalist in outlook. So, like, the left is dominated by like international socialists who see themselves as part of an international socialist movement, and the right is dominated by like free market libertarian capitalists who see themselves as part of like, we just want to make money, like
Yeah.
small government. I don't give a fuck about anything else, just as long as the taxes are low and the government's small. And like, and
That's
essentially
the
what
thing.
you
I
have is
don't.
like a massive nationalist backlash against both of those things, and you can see that in like Brexit and Trump and loads
What
of other
you've
things. It's
Yeah.
well,
I found like a real difficulty finding a party I wanted to vote for in the last election, because I don't really feel like either of them's like looking out for me personally in my best interest. I feel like the Tories are
What-
definitely for the more rich people, and the
what's
Labour's more. Not, I don't think Labour's really looking out for me either.
well, I wrote about because I thought because you had like these different documents you could utilize, so I thought like the vast majority might write something along those lines. So something very political or politically charged. So something like, "Oh, I hate immigrants," or "Oh, I love immigrants." Those type of essays. So instead, what I did was I wrote about how globalization sort of like manifests in my daily life or in my life as a young person
Would love
growing
to
up
hear this.
What are some of the
in
examples you
Finland.
gave?
Um, I tried to like get points, so I wrote about like books that I've read and how those have, and like even like people that I've met online, and sort of like that I can connect with people across the world that I don't necessarily know, or people with different cultural backgrounds. Like for instance,
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think that's fair.
So like those type of things, like because I can connect to someone from a different country better than someone who's my classmate or something.
Someone might have had a more similar lifestyle experience to yourself, but live off the world away, so they're easy to connect to.
Exactly. So birds of a feather flock together, like those
Yeah.
type. Like so I wrote about that, those type of things. And yeah, I think it was sort of like personal, but I think I don't know. It might be terrible, or then it might be good. I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but I just didn't want to go the easy route, and just
Yeah.
write about like, oh, I hate immigrants. Oh, I love immigrants. Get more black people to Finland, please. So instead, I wrote about like how does globalization look in my daily life? Like, yeah.
I'd like to hear you make an
Might
argument
be a
for
novel spin
immigration.
on it.
Yeah, I just one argument.
You could get a money girlfriend if you were pro-immigrant.
Oh, please no. Close to the borders. Brexit means.
Okay.
It's interesting what you said though about attitudes being changed over time purposely and rebellious impulses. I'm reading into it. Rebellious impulses being sort of subverted, if you like, to suit those in power.
Who are you responding to right now?
To what you said at the beginning of when you.
I also wrote
started
about
talking.
like different languages, like those type of things. And I compared like my life to my grandparents and their life and their experiences to my experiences and those type of things. So I think I got like it was a decent essay, I suppose, but I have no idea. It could be like terrible. Like, but I didn't want to go, start, I don't know, talk about like nationalism, immigration, those type of, because I think most people will wrote about those. So I think it might stand out, maybe.
Do
I
you
think
get points for standing out, or do you get marked on
Yes.
your own?
Well,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I think you might do, because like in the sense that say you read 10 essays of the same sort of content, and then there's one that's like
No, because
got
you've
a
got
little bit
like
of a
a
different spin.
little table thingy, don't you, on how to score them?
Well, you've got a
Yeah,
scoring
but
table, but like one essay from say you've got 10 essays all on the same subject matter, and they all sort of scoring similar.
exactly.
Something's got to hit. Something's got to be lower than the others, otherwise, because you can't just give A's out for everything. So
Yeah,
having
but it's
something a
like
little bit different,
yeah, I think you're exactly like right because they go through like thousands of essays because there was like 33,000 like Finnish students that took part in the exam, um, and yeah, because like the teachers who go through them have to like read like hundreds upon hundreds like essays. So if you have something very unique, so um, you you might like that might be for your benefit, like might benefit from that.
What made you want to do Finnish?
It's mandatory.
Wait, what? Do you live in Finland?
Yes.
Oh. Well, there you go. Someone's mic's making.
Was it like English? Isn't English mandatory in England?
Yeah,
Yeah.
English language and English literature.
Yeah.
But is
I
Gothic
didn't
art
realise
the
you're
most
from Finland.
preferred and magnificent in the history of mankind?
Are you
Humankind.
literally just like, where are you getting these
Are
questions
these
from?
like your fucking truth or dare
It's like, it
questions?
sounds
What
like
the
a
fuck
random
is
bot.
this?
Like,
Yeah.
it's like some.
I think this is a
Yeah.
very good question.
I personally do know what. Okay, I'm gonna make the. I think this is like I have this very niche, interest with with like buildings. So I have this like folder on my computer with different like buildings, and I think it's like my way of like express like it's my way, how autism manifests in my life. So I also built those buildings in Minecraft. That's another thing. But I have this folder with different like architectural styles and buildings and old buildings, all of those. And I would say that the Art Nouveau style is the best style, architectural style. I really like
Could
it,
you send
especially
some
the
Art
Finnish
Nouveau styles in the Discord?
Yeah, yeah.
I near me there's a lot of sort of fake Art Deco buildings from like the 80s, and they are so incredibly disgusting. Oh my god.
No, I said I meant Art
Yeah,
Nouveau.
I know. I was
Oh,
just saying what
oh
I
yeah.
didn't like.
Oh,
Yeah,
Art
sorry.
Deco is yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
great as well.
I have a
But yeah.
passing interest in architecture, but I don't have a clue what any of the styles are. I mean, I know like Gothic or whatever and brutalism, but
What's
know how these
brutalism?
are.
Tell me, go on. What's brutalism if you're so smart?
Shit.
Fucking Park Hill Flats, a lot of concrete, a lot of fucking misery, social housing generally big and grey and no frills.
Do you know? Yeah, I think like with modern like architecture, you have
Brutalism's also the preferred style of class tourists. The middle class who come into think, oh, look how brutal and striking this architecture is. Now let me go back to my fucking semi-detached or detached in fucking middle of a field and fucking stand around with my beautiful views. Like, it's really nice you to come and have a look at in middle of a fucking council estate, but you don't want to live next to it.
Uh-huh. But 2D vs 3D vs 4D? What's next?
what?
What the
Is
Okay,
that
that was a
English?
joke. Okay, it's
In
fine.
what context? Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
It's fine.
2D, 3D. What?
Oh,
What the fuck are you on about? Are you having a stroke? Do I need to call?
okay. But graffiti is technically an illegal act. How should it be punished? Because in my town, it's actually considered one of the landmarks.
It's not really feasible to catch and punish everyone who's doing it, though.
With the amount of CCTV we have, I think it is.
Yeah, but don't the police have bigger things to worry about? But it just become because there's going to be so much graffiti that you're going to have to make a decision on which buildings merit protection over others, and that's going to be a contentious issue within itself.
Well, first off, the police are lazy bastards. They're just like any other civil servant. They will always go after the lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, non. Is that like low hanging fruit?
Aisha,
Keep
I
it
was about to ask you in Finland, what's the reputation of the police?
I'd say it's quite good. Like I'd say like if you're lost or something, you can go to police officer or something.
Oh, so you
Ask.
need to go to them.
No, but it's like friendly, so you can just like go up to like a police officer and ask for help or something, like with anything essentially. And I think it's quite positive.
Have you had any run-ins with the police, Money?
Yeah,
No, let's not
they've
go there.
regularly
Let's not go there.
harassed me because they
No.
they know they can get away with it, don't
Is
they,
it
cunts?
because you're Pakistani or is it
Yeah,
because
they
you're
go
non?
after Pakistani people and black people because they know they're easier to get their stats up. Because
Just
Pakistani
circling.
respect authority, whereas whites don't.
Do
They'll
you
be like,
think
"Oh, can I
stop and
speak to your manager? Can I speak to your manager?"
do you think stop and search is racist?
No.
Have you ever been stopped and searched?
Yeah.
But Moni,
No, I've never. 'Cause why would I be? There's nothing suspicious about me or anything.
you
Yeah,
look
just
like a terrorist.
No, I don't think stop and search is just a London thing.
No, they do it in Sheffield on the high streets, like when it's like Saturday nights, because there were a big spate of stabbings. Like people were just going out and stabbing shit out of each other on a Saturday night. So police just set up a massive cordon where if you wanted to like enter into these streets where all pubs are, you had to go through like metal detectors and shit. Like they really were like sick of stabbings for a while.
But isn't Sheffield a majority white place?
Yeah, but we like stabbing each
Oh,
other apparently.
I just Moni, something I remembered something. Something very historic just happened here in Finland. Do you want to hear?
Yes, of course. I'm quite the
The
Finnophile.
first ever tranny got stabbed to death in Finland.
Did they stab themselves to death?
How do you want to commemorate? How do you want to commemorate this special event?
Could you tell me a little bit about this trans person so we can remember her life?
It was like this news thing that because it wasn't specified that it was a trans person, but he got killed by this man who found out it was a tranny or something. I don't know, something like he got enraged or something, and he killed him.
Did he try and trick the other person?
I don't know, but it was like in the police briefing or whatever it's called, like they didn't specify, and then the news got wind of it, and then it was like this big thing, like, oh, it's the first tranny ever killed in Finland. Let us.
That's gonna happen eventually, though, isn't it?
Yeah, there's got to always be a first.
Yeah.
It's not like the first Finnish person ever to be murdered is going to make the news in 2011, you know.
What are your thoughts on this, Moni?
Well, I think it's the start of a very disgusting trend. I think things are going to get worse before they get better. We're going to
But
see a
what's
I
rise.
think-
hang
in
on,
Finnish,
hang on.
Sorry,
Go on. What's the percentage in Finland of people who are transgender? Because statistically, you're going to expect it anyway, because they're part of the normal population. And it doesn't really make sense to fawn over the murder of one person.
Except it does, because
over
they
the
were
rest.
murdered
I
because
think-
they were transgender.
Well,
Rather
how
than...
can you be sure of that?
Well, personally, I would like to say that I think it's a great thing that we have representation in the media, and especially with trans people with murder statistics. I think it's a really good thing that we have such diversity with the stabbings and all those. So I suppose I hope in the future we have more. We become more inclusive with murders and all of those things. So we have more trans people getting murdered. So I think that's a good thing. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for that.
Point well made, Apu. Point well
Point
made.
well made.
Well, I think his comments were disgusting, and
Okay.
and
Oh, yeah,
that's just my
circling back to graffiti, I posted an example of some famous one in Sheffield. Like it ran that building, and they ended up like putting a neon sign over it so it glows at night.
I mean, some art is good, some art is bad, but at the end of the day, graffiti is just defacing.
I mean, it were ugly graffiti, but it's kind of like a symbol of Sheffield. It was some guy asking his girlfriend to marry him, I think.
Just going to be a few minutes. I've left these emails in my queue for almost 2 hours. Just gonna respond to them.
Wait, what?
I'm at
Emails in the
work
queue. What
Yeah,
does
I'm
what does she
at
mean?
work right now.
Yeah, it's like a sex hotline.
I'm at a call
Oh.
center.
I'll call in.
Don't worry, I've
Yeah.
already made
Moni's like biggest Andrew is his biggest caller. Like he calls him every day.
Oh. Ooh.
yeah. No one else seems to be answering emails, so
Does your boss know that you're hosting an internet radio show right now?
boss, what is this? Victorian times. We don't have bosses anymore.
Of course not.
I
Because
don't.
they want.
Haha.
Of course not, because they don't want that hierarchy to be prescient on your mind. So I wouldn't be surprised.
But anyway, I've handed in my notice, so no one can tell me to do anything anywhere.
Apart from to leave.
When did you start your new job, Paulie?
On the 29th.
What are you doing?
29th. What's the pay raise as well?
It's like it's over 20. It's 20. It's 20 something thousand pounds. Over 20,000 pounds.
Well, your old one was 22, weren't it?
No, my current one's just under 20.
You lying? You used to say we're over 20, you lying piece of shit.
I don't think I did.
I think you might have.
Shout's gonna go through every episode of Britfeel Radio on YouTube now.
No, I'm pretty sure they said it in chat.
Moni, how did you get how come you have so many subscribers? Like you literally had like 90 a month ago.
I've got 133 subscribers. Yeah.
You had like less than 100 like a month ago.
No, I've been stuck at
You
133 for a
bought
long
them from
time.
India or something, didn't you?
No,
You bought them from India.
No.
They're bots.
I used to have a wrestling video of an Indian people actually subscribed for that one wrestling video.
Sounds a bit gay.
It's all above board.
Hmm.
Hold on. I'm also playing Hearthstone while at work and doing my podcast. Don't mind me.
You're multitasking.
Yeah. I'm a modern woman.
Mm.
Hold on. I'm just gonna reply to. Oh shit! Did I fuck up? I'm just gonna reply to this other
Probably.
email, this one that's been here for 2 hours, and then I'll be able to focus. Well, I think it's kind of. So this person's not received their order. No one's asked them anything yet, but they've told me ahead of time that they've checked with their neighbors and no one's received it. You always know when someone does that, they're lying.
Hang on, Monty. What's your new job?
I'll be mainly admin stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be doing like checking invoices and stuff, filing.
Office bitch.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. So I was told in the interview that this woman whose previous experience was only as a waitress did this job, but now she's the assistant manager after 5 years.
Oh, look at that vertical,
Wow.
vertical company.
Whoa, that's great. Wow.
Do you reckon you can slip your way to the top like her?
Hey, that's very insulting. No, you don't know that she slept her way to the top.
She got there on her business skills, did she? Fuck out of here. You're a waitress.
Yeah, but I don't have any skills either.
You're
Well,
sassy. That's all
I'm
you
sure,
need.
I'm sure you'll learn some in time then.
And it took her 5 years to become the assistant manager, not even full manager.
No,
You got the street
just
smarts.
like I think you were just like a diversity hire.
Yeah, again, I haven't seen any non-white faces yet, but I'll tell you if I do on
Well,
my
there you
first
go.
day. It's gonna be night shift again, by the way.
Well, did say something about sleeping to the top.
Oh, what was that? Oh, well, it's dark, so you wouldn't be able to see any coloured faces anyway. Is that what you said?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said, but that is a good one. I'm ashamed I missed that.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Are you black?
No, some would say some people have said I'm
No.
practically white.
No,
You're
They
not.
haven't.
Get out.
No.
No one's ever said that.
My former manager, the
No,
one who called me good girl.
The Pons, are you black?
That's mad that a manager used to call you good girl. That's so
That is
fucking
mental,
creepy.
yeah. You'd report that, wouldn't you?
I did.
Are
but-
you black?
Yeah, he's
Am I
not
black?
black. You can tell he's not black. He doesn't
Am
sound.
I
He
black?
sounds a bit black.
No, he doesn't.
I'm not black. No. Sorry to
Peng
disappoint.
ting, you know.
Painting in it, fam. Yeah,
Are you
unfortunately.
Are you a fellow Pakistani?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you're okay. Are you
No,
sister
I'm
and
not. I'm joking.
brother?
I'm joking.
Are you Indian?
No, I'm British.
Oh, okay. Are you English?
Yes.
You're from Bath.
Mm-mm. No.
You're from Stoke.
No.
Um,
Is this the
I don't-
topic for the evening? Are you just going to say the name of every place in England that you know?
Are you, no, they're in the north. What cities are there? You're from London.
No.
Brighton?
Otherwise, I
can't-
probably
I
would be
can't think of
Pakistani.
any like
Oh,
in the
Kent.
south.
He'll be from Kent.
No.
Oh.
I've just got
Do
a
you know
fairly
what?
nondescript southern accent.
I think it was about just the name Ken. Ken. It reminded me. There's this Finnish author whose name is Cunt. It's spelled
There's
like.
also a German
Oh yeah,
composer
well,
called
yeah.
Kant, which everyone says cunt.
But it's like in Finnish, it sounds like cunt in English when you say it. Like, yeah.
And there's a German
Mean
football
my
player,
cunt.
isn't there? Stefan Kuntz. Whatever you say it.
So
Mildly amusing.
when are you getting the snip?
Most trans people don't ever get it.
Are you most trans people?
You're a packy in a
Because
dress.
it's AGP.
Nothing more, nothing less.
That's very offensive, and you should be you'd be hung for that, saying that in public in Finland.
Do you mean hanged?
Yeah.
You mean hanged, Bonnie?
What did I
It-
say?
You say
Hung.
hung. Hung is of an object, hanged is of a person.
How dare you correct my English in front of the foreigner? How dare you?
Well, he picked
I've
up on
never
it. He
been-
picked up on it after I did. We
Never
picked up
been
on it at
so
the same time,
insulted.
actually.
Hung sounds
the
better.
Finn
Words
speaks.
evolve. Deal with it.
Apparently, hung works according to Wiktionary.
Yeah, bollocks. Bollocks.
Have you got any
Alright.
sources to say it doesn't? 'Cause the
Well, have you
internet's-
got any? Yours is just an argument to authority.
Okay.
Appeal through authority. Ha! Ha!
Looks like if you're in a
Gotcha.
Oh, I do, because that's not really.
But you say when you're talking about, you remember you say
Yeah, language.
well hung, not well hanged.
Mm.
What are some like mistakes in English that you do, like spelling or whatever? Like, for instance, like hung or hang.
There's one that I'm not too sure on. You know the past participle of to spell, so spelled. Do you spell it SPELLED or SPELT? Because for me, like spelt is of grain, not. You can get like spelt bread, but,
Oh,
but
yeah.
apparently you can spell spelled. Spelt.
Yeah, you just stick the T at the end.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me because
Is it not American versus British? I thought the Americans say spelled with a D and the British spell it with a T.
I'm not too sure because I think there's different
I think-
sources that say different things.
Well, maybe not spelling, but like in general. Do you like what are some like
Eat your cake and have it too versus have your cake and eat it too.
interesting?
Um,
Um,
oh, so
Is it have your
apparent-
cake and eat it?
Apparently the original is eat your cake and have it too. But I just heard that in passing from someone. So again, I'm just talking out my arse and conjecturing. I'll have to do the old Google search.
I'm looking for like a post on
Yes.
what do you hope to find over the rainbow?
What? We've already got a topic. You've just contrived something out of thin air.
You're
You've just
scraping. Yeah,
You've just
he's
magicked.
he's a packy bloke in a dress.
You've
Nothing
just-
more, nothing less. Claims to be honorary white, but his skin is the color of shite. Packy claws, typing venom and rage. 2-inch cock in chastity cage. Lost his job, now he's on the dole more. Packy claws scooping up coleslaw.
I'll admit that was amusing.
That was good.
You can make like a song out of it, like
What's that? There's a Finnish literature prize, isn't there? Isn't it there?
yeah.
Aino Leino
Finland,
prize.
Finland. Yeah.
Is it,
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Which what one?
Aino Leino. I don't know how you say it. Prize.
I know.
EINO LEINO prize.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Literature prize.
Yeah, for poetry.
Oh, Kianto. You mean?
You
Ooh,
know,
I don't like that. Is that a Finnish accent? It's not very sexy.
Have you heard of? I'm assuming you have Pentylincola.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, I have heard of Pentylincola as well. Yes.
Do you like his books?
Processor.
Yeah.
I'm not actually. Oh, sorry, I'll let you answer first. Go on, Apu.
Do you mean Ilmari Kianto? Kianto.
No, I think he means Pentylincola. The deep ecologist, the one who thinks that human beings are shite and they should basically just like die off because actual life is more valuable.
Yeah, I think he's quite based because he's part of the Green Party and he was like one of the founding members. And they're really like into black people and they want more immigrants to Finland. But like Nicola, so like he was one of the founding members, and actually like it was just like in this one interview he said that we shouldn't bring any Africans because you're bringing people who consume very little to a culture where people consume a lot. So what you're doing is like you're exacerbating or in climate change and all of those things, and because you bring from this one group of people yeah, so it's a bit conflicting with his like party doctrine.
I quite like his poems. I think his poems are very good. I mean, they're translated into English, so I don't assume that.
I haven't read his poetry. I didn't know.
The one thing I don't really understand about deep ecology is that from like a moral perspective, like if humans don't exist, like how does morality even really exist? Like morality kind of exists for us. It comes from us. So like if human beings aren't around,
I just forgot. I think he was. Yeah, I remember talking to my parents about him once, and they thought he was a not like a crazy person. Because now I remember, because he was like, yeah, we in Finland we should just like. Oh yeah, now I remember. Oh yeah, he's like we should stop using electricity and go back to like to the 18th century or something. And also like we should stop yeah we should poison the Chinese rivers and the Indian rivers. like he said something like that along those lines, something
That
like
is based.
I think it's completely wrong and inappropriate, and I disagree with it.
Okay. Well, you think that about everything, though. So
No, I
it's no
don't.
You
real
get
surprise
so
there. Yeah, yeah, you
offended,
do.
man.
You just sort of potato print that as a. as
I've never
You're
heard
you're
that phrase
you're
before.
into
against
anything.
you're against like trans people in media and in you're against all of these things. You're
Yeah, what
I am
actually
against
are
trans
you
people in
for?
media, actually. I think there should be fewer trans people in media.
I think there should be 0.
I think if
I think there should be 41.
Nice.
That doesn't make any sense.
Isn't it 42?
no, it's 41.
I got my statistics muddled.
It's pretty cool that no calls have come through while I've been doing this.
Yeah, I don't think anybody, because you're like a sex.
Unite! Remember, be quiet. Don't tell anyone where I work.
You work as a sex work hotline.
That's right. A sex work hotline.
I don't know what's the
Don't you
name. What's
forget
the
it.
name in English? What do you call it? Hotline? I don't know.
Yeah, hotline because I'm hot stuff.
You're like a pile of hot steaming shit.
Oh, that was completely inappropriate. Offensive.
Do you have any actual like topics?
Yes, of course I do.
Oh, you've fucked it now. Thanks for that.
Yeah, just considering which of the many topics we should consider discussing at this point in time, because there are quite a few to choose from. Yeah, just on the fence about it. Just making this play in Hearthstone though. Just give me a
Wow.
moment.
It's literally just like Uno cards, right? Why are you playing that? Isn't that like Uno cards?
Yeah, it's Uno for autists. That's literally what it is.
That's not true at all. It's nothing like it's
Shit.
there are
Shit.
different game modes now. So you can like do like reverse Uno.
Wow. That's wow.
Oh, well, yeah. So regarding our various topics,
Oh fuck me. There we
um,
go.
oh, okay. This is one that's actually stirred up some debate online some time ago. But
It's
now
gonna be completely trivial and inane. Here we go.
no. So
Oh.
concentrate on the words I'm using. Why is incest immoral?
Oh fuck me! Fuck
No,
me! Go
I think
away!
this is no. I think this is sort of like a Schubert question because he would defend this and
I
say,
mean, when
actually,
Okay.
incest is actually
Here we go. I'm gonna prove to you why incest is immoral.
no. Can we? Okay.
because if everyone did it, we'd all be fucked. We'd
Okay,
all be
so firstly,
retarded.
so most secular people, they would understand morality is basically coming from right. If something causes harm, it increases suffering, then it's bad. But that's not actually how most people discuss morality. I've said this before. Often we describe things are immoral, not because of the harm they cause, but because of what it implies about the person and their moral character. So, for example, we were talking about like lolicon earlier. Like lolicon, like it's not harming anyone, but it's immoral because of what it implies about the person, implies something negative about them. Similarly, someone who would watch like extreme torture porn constantly all the time, it's immoral because it's implying something negative about the person's character. And it's the same with incest. It's implying something negative about the person's character because it's implying something that it's implying that you have a very, very warped relationship with family and you're not carrying out your proper normal family duties. It's about moral character. That's why it's immoral.
Yeah, I agree with that. Also from I don't know if it's Kantian perspective. If everyone did it, everyone would be retarded, and we'd all be walking around like the Habsburgs.
Well, it's not even that. So what's his name again? Woody Allen, the famous director.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. I watched the doc. Have you watched the documentary?
Yeah, and so basically, Woody Allen is famous for making
He's a
some
non.
movies, but so basically, he with his wife Mia Farrow adopted a like Asian daughter, and they were married to and then later was found to have like nude pictures of her when she was like an older teenager, and then end up marrying his like formerly sort of adopted daughter called
I mean,
Soon Yi.
I honestly. Oh, sorry. I, I honestly think he did it because it's like he probably nonced her as well. Like, if
It's
he,
really, really fucking weird. But like I was saying, like the point is that his relationship with Sun Yi, even though it was legal, even though they're not related, it
yeah,
implied something about his moral character that was fucked. So just as the person who's watching animated CP Lolicon, it implies something bad about them and their potential to cause harm. His relationship with Sun Yi, who wasn't his biological daughter, but he was in a father role, implied something negative about his personality that was fucked. And that's why, and that came out of as actually harming someone else. So
Moni,
that's why it's wrong.
Moni, Moni, have you seen the documentary?
No, but I'm familiar with Woody Allen.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, I moved the mic part up.
Have you seen the documentary?
I No, but I am familiar with Woody Allen and his body of work.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen it either, but I've seen plenty of videos of all men shagging Asian teenagers.
That's sick.
I,
You should be ashamed of yourself
I,
for saying something like that. Sorry, go on.
honestly, I don't even like. I don't know. Yeah. I haven't seen. I've just seen like one Woody Allen movie. I remember as a kid, I watched like what was the one with there was this like lady in the sky talking. What was that film?
I think that's
I
over a
remember
minute.
like the fat lady in the sky was like talking to the guy.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
No, dumb.
That one where Woody Allen were in it. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Woody Allen like his mother was in the sky or
Set in
something.
New York or something. He acted really Jewish in it. Is that not narrowing it down?
Well, I don't know. It's just like I didn't. I remember as a kid, it made me feel uncomfortable, and I don't like his movies because of that. Like I have this like negative because I remember as a kid just not liking that movie. I apparently it's very funny or something, but I don't know. I just found it really just disturbing because it was a lady in the sky, and it was like weird, even though it's like a comedy or something. But I don't know. I don't like his movies really.
And you think because you don't like his movies, it's okay to judge him a pedophile?
Yeah.
Hmm, okay. Well, I have heard worse arguments. Um, so yeah,
It's
let's
not
see.
what he said, but alright.
He found Woody Allen's work uncomfortable, and that makes him an uncomfortable person who does uncomfortable things.
Yeah, but no, but I just dislike him
Mm.
because of that. Like, I don't like his. I mean, I haven't watched. I should probably watch, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I remember my was it my mum or someone, and she, I think when I don't know, it was like really really long time ago, and she as well didn't like it. So I think probably I just have this bias against him. Um,
Based on that, do you think people will start marrying their computers soon?
what?
It's a fair question.
I've got a question for you actually, Molly.
Go on.
How the fuck do you come up with this shit?
It's a fair question because people
No,
are moving
no.
towards that
Answer my
direction.
question. How do you come up with these?
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom for
Have a
Enjoy.
nice piss, Apu.
thanks. Coming back.
Could I ask Pearlie, now that I'm one of the tribe, maybe me and your sister could be arranged for a marriage?
I don't like the way you talk. I feel like you're a downgrade from a pure-blooded Pakistani.
Is that because he's from up north?
Is your sister still with that white guy that your parents don't like, Moni?
The white guy that's probably a paedophile, yeah.
Nice.
Why do you think he's a paedophile?
Because I'm pretty sure he's been going out with her since she was quite young.
Since you were
So
masturbating over
what
her.
did your parents have against him? Is it a problem that he's white, or is it a problem that he's a kafir? He's a non-Muslim.
That he's an older white guy. They don't like that he's in his mid-30s.
How old is your
He's just
how
a
old is your
good guy
sister
enjoying
again?
life. Not wrong with that.
Jesus fucking Christ! This is
How old is she,
racism.
Molly?
This is racism because because
Set her up with me. I'm
it
younger
has
than
to
that.
be
How
something.
old is your sister? How old is your sister?
Right now I think she's 20.
That's not wrong
Right,
with
so
that.
20
Not
in
too
mid 30s.
bad.
That's not like so bad, to be
They've
honest
been
with you.
together for a few years though.
What's
at
the rule
least
of
since she
thumb?
was
Isn't it like
17.
half your age plus 7 or whatever?
Yeah, apparently, but
fucking
like,
bullshit.
yeah, pretty much
Well,
any
she's
woman.
just half his age.
Realistically, I
20
wouldn't want to
over
date a
30
woman
isn't.
over my age. I don't want to date a woman older than me. To be fair,
It's a bit weird.
I want kids, and I'm nearly 30. I don't want some fucking old heifer having autistic downies.
Like father, like son.
I don't know. Yeah, I want to break the streak.
Fascinating. Makes one think.
Or like,
and scroll
here's
through
my
the
question to you: what kind of personality? I'm just looking through the posts on Britfeel at the moment. What kind of personality would you say you like in women, or in another partner?
Reserved.
Confidence.
I don't know. I don't mind
Reserved seems
confident
the
women.
opposite. You want a fucking sex doll, don't you?
It's one or other, you know. I want someone
I would
who's
like
like
for her to
super
be-
reliant on me, or some super
I'd
confident
like
bitch
for
who
her to
can
be an
lead
actual
herself.
woman, not some sort of like larper.
Yeah, a real working vagina is
Yeah,
a big one.
an actual vagina.
A
Why?
working womb.
Yeah.
So I
Why?
want children.
why?
I want children.
Because
Just
I'm
like
not
with the
mentally ill.
incest
I'd like to
question.
be a family.
I'm not mental, mate. That's why.
I actually kind of agree with the guy in the chat. For some reason, I find like low-key this guy posting here. I actually kind of agree with him. Like, I find like low-key mental illness actually kind of interesting.
I
Attractive.
do too, in the sense that
Bit of
like
uniqueness, isn't it?
I'm not exactly what you. I don't know. I'm not really neurotypical or normy. I find it easier to connect with people who've had like shitty upbringings or a little bit kind of fucked in the noggin, just because I don't know. More similar life experiences. Like you tell a
you meet
normie
someone
about
who
your
like
dad
just
doing
like
some
so successful. Yeah, you meet someone who are like so successful and like there's like
It's not
nothing
even
going wrong
that.
in their life.
It's not even
There's
that.
just
It's
like
like
I don't understand how it fits in here. It's just like, you know.
I won't even say it so much. That it's like you telling you're telling stories stories about childhood or whatever. And it's like, oh yeah, when you're like you're telling parents like everyone like I know's parents split because they're poor and working class and miserable. So it's kind of like always an easy sort of thing to chat about. While I don't know, if you're more middle class people tend to have like a stable upbringing and you can't really relate to the same sort of stuff.
I don't think there's a middle class really exists in the north, though.
That's quite a sweeping generalization. What leads you to believe
There fucking must be money. I mean, there's doctors that live in the north of England, surely.
Yeah, but they're not from the north.
What?
They're
Yeah,
not-
but you just said in. You just said in though. So you've done yourself a bit there.
Oh, okay. So I misspoke. My
I
apologies.
mean, my
Well,
friend's
no, because that
technically
voids your
middle
whole
class,
point. The
but-
whole point hinges around in.
Yeah, my friend's technically middle class, but he's just a tramp.
There's a tramp that reads the Telegraph.
No, well, his mum's technically middle class. She just doesn't
Would
give
you
any money
consider the
because he's a
Telegraph
bum.
middle class, for fuck's sake?
Not really.
Of course not, no.
Relative to where I live, yeah.
But yeah, the Daily Mail's up market for my area. Like if you read the Daily Star, that's like the level. Maybe the Daily Sport.
Tiny-
You get on Mail and everyone's like, "Fucking hell, Billy Big Bollocks
what
here with his
paper do
big
you
brain."
read, Billy? Do you read newspapers, Billy?
Fenian Daily.
I actually don't read newspapers. I don't know anyone my own age who actually reads newspapers. I get all my news online, like the fucking millennial faggot that I am. But
Yeah, it's a dying
yeah.
medium.
I do get it very rarely though. If it's a Sunday and I've got nothing else to do on that day, I will.
Jenny,
But
you
What
boys
do you
are
get?
I
A
usually
copy of the Sun or the Daily Star.
no, I usually get the Times. Usually.
Times used to be like a proper serious newspaper before it got
Yeah,
bought up
but
by
now it's
Murdoch. Now
yeah,
it's
now
just like another one.
it's
Shit,
not
you know.
even worth buying to wipe your ass with. To be fair.
Murdoch, more like Murcock, huh?
All I know is I missed the page 3 girls.
Do you know what?
I'm really fucking disappointed they got rid of like
I can't believe
proper.
that they still sell porn mags because I went into my local news agency the other day and I can't believe that those are still a thing.
It's for the dying out old boomers, but I reckon COVID's killed
for
a
the-
lot of it.
it's
Like
for
my
the people-
granddad's a he's a degenerate gambler. He's never not gambled every day for every single day, all day for his entire life.
It's for the
It's
people
always
still
been
on
gambling.
dial-up.
But like Joe with COVID, he can't go to bookies now, so he's had to get like online to gamble. Like it's dragging into the 21st century a bit. Now he just sits hovering over
Kicking
his
and
phone,
screaming.
screaming about like horses and shit.
So, why does he gamble when you make enough money to buy him anything he could possibly want?
Because if I gave him as
True.
much as because if I gave him £1 million, he'd give them bookies £1 million. He's very bad at gambling, and he's got no other interest but gambling. He used to like drinking, but the pubs are shut. But to be fair, the only reason he were in the pubs is because they were like having a pint between like the horses racing or whatever. You can't just stand around waiting for horses all day. But you have a pint in between just to fill time. I mean, the amount of the walk, the distance he's travelled from the pub to the bookies, which are like 3 doors down from each other, he's I'd probably say it's the most travelled path like any one man's ever walked on Earth, like ever in the history of Earth.
He gets his 10,000 steps in every day then.
Yeah, just on that one stretch, like on a 100-meter stretch of fucking dirt outside of fucking bookies in a pub. Makes a slapping Sunday dinner there.
Fascinating.
Are you guys having Sunday roasts tomorrow?
I'm not, but I'm going to
No,
go
because
down
we don't live with our
next
mummies.
week. No, I'm going to go
It
down.
doesn't mean you can't cook one
granddad's.
yourself. I think if I lived on my own, I'd still cook one myself.
You don't want to do a full chicken
In Northern Ireland, we have
yourself,
something
man.
called an Ulster fry, which is like similar to it's like Ulster fry you have every Sunday. It's sort of like hash browns, bacon,
Yeah,
bread,
we can hear you,
2
Abu.
eggs, black pudding.
Okay.
So a fry up.
Yeah, my house usually has a big fry up on Saturday, then Sunday roast on Sunday. I don't know if that's normal or not. But...
Do any of you ever like make sounds like animals?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
None of you.
I do have
No.
like a tick where I make a popping noise when I get
Is this
when
one?
I get
Is
a
this
cold
one of the
shiver.
topics?
I guess you could call it one of the topics. I'm just.
It sounds like one.
I'm asking. So is that any of you?
Are you trying to validate yourself?
Yeah.
I have a good question.
Go on.
What's your favourite food?
What's in your fucking mouth right now? Because I can hear that it's full.
Big black.
And what's your favourite food?
Tell me what's in your mouth first.
Why do you want to eat it or something?
Like a seagull just swooping and steal
I
it
like
out.
Open wide.
I like what Sapu's eating. Spit it in my mouth, please. You fucking sick bastard, polar bear. I know what you're after.
I like brown rice with chutney.
Didn't
Well,
that
Is it
turn out to have a
like the
different
time
name?
the time you fried your rice? Is it?
In oil.
Yeah.
That wasn't necessarily a bad thing.
For human beings, it is.
I'm pretty
Maybe if
sure
you're
you were
trying to make
supposed to use oil, like a little bit.
not for
Anyway.
rice, not unless it's cooked rice and you're frying it. Like
Sorry,
maybe if you're making some sort of like high calorie bird feed, maybe.
Egg fried rice, chicken fried rice, those are
No,
things.
egg fried rice is made with day old rice. It's gone like harder or something, and it's like more able to fry better. But even then, you only use a little bit of oil. You're swimming in oil.
Right,
Like
well,
one
clearly I
teaspoon of
made a
oil,
mistake.
and 1 teaspoon of oil is like
Money, don't tell me
a
you've
couple
been
hundred
putting like.
calories.
Don't tell me you've been putting like a pint of oil in.
Oh, at least a pint of oil.
Maybe a quarter.
And they just kind of cooked raw chicken and rice together in that like one pile of oil. In a wok, I think.
Who did that?
Oh yeah,
Polar
my
Boo.
mum's wok.
No, you didn't. Please.
That was Pearlie's first attempt at cooking.
Did you make sure that you washed the chicken beforehand?
I think
Wash the
so.
chicken. This isn't America. You're not
Yeah,
supposed to wash.
you've got to wash the chicken.
I have never washed the chicken in my
You've
life.
got to
We don't-
make sure you get all
No,
the
no,
water
no, no, no,
everywhere.
no. What you can do is you can boil it as well. At the end.
Boiled chicken.
And then drink the water.
No, no,
called
no, no.
broth.
But if you cook it with like water, then it's fine as well.
Or you
I
could
mean,
just take it
no,
out
no,
of the
but
packet and
yeah.
fry it on a frying pan like every other person and never have any issues.
I was being ironic about washing the chicken.
They do in America though, because they
Right,
call
oh,
and
gents,
dip
I
it.
think I'm gonna have to go to bed soon because I'm fucking exhausted. So
Okay, Billy.
long day's work, but it's nice
Mm.
chatting to you. Have a
Yeah.
look at the Finnish mass shooter documentary if you'd like
I
to.
enjoyed the last one you linked, so I'll have a butcher's.
Alright, see you guys. Bye.
See you, Billy.
Love you.
What are we all doing after this then?
Oh, well, I'm still working and playing Hearthstone.
What are you gonna do, Shout?
Still working.
You're
Happy?
not fucking working. You ain't worked a day in your life.
Why
Just like your
have I got
father and
so
your-
much
his
money
father
then,
before him.
bitch? Oh.
You'll never experience pain like as true
What's
northerners.
your favourite food? That's a good question.
Go on, Shout. What's your favourite food? I bet it's something like mashed potatoes and scallywags.
At the minute, I'd say my favourite food is jerk chicken with rice and pea, some
That sounds
steamed cabbage.
Jamaican.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna be ordering Jamaican a lot recently.
I got that from McDonald's once, like a jerk burger or something. I thought it was disgusting.
Oh
I had to
no, it
remove
is
the-
disgusting. Yeah, it's not real jerk. That's why.
I had to remove the bacon.
What about coleslaw?
Yeah,
they
I
do
love
coleslaw.
love good coleslaw with a potato and some tuna.
They do coleslaw at the Jamaican place. I had Korean as well recently. That was quite nice.
Oh, ching chong, Korea.
Yeah.
What?
So, racism, is that the
Oh,
final
fuck
evil
off.
that we must
No.
confront before we can evolve?
Bugger off. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
No.
I love black
I
people.
think there's more pressing issues,
You do,
Like-
do you?
like the destruction of our natural habitat. Yes. And over modernization and over socialization.
I think
and
you're a
mental health
fucking
problems
bigot.
and okay, well, I think that you're a fucking tranny. Well, I know that you are, and that you'll never be a woman. So.
I think we need to focus on getting me a wife first. Start on,
Yeah,
let's get
I think
attainable goals.
I think that's a pressing issue.
What university are you thinking of going to?
I'm not going to disclose that.
University of Rochdale.
No, University of Rochdale.
Okay, not Russell Group then, Polytech. Just like me.
Yep.
My advice would be to pick something that guarantees you a job at the end of it, so something NHS related.
Also, don't put cameras in the shitter and in the shower room. That'd be also Pearl's
Why?
advice.
Who did that?
Pearly.
No, I do that. I don't do
What?
that.
What's this?
That's not true.
Oh yeah, I think I did.
Pearlaboo put some cameras in a communal bathroom with his roommates.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, never been proven.
Yeah, correct. It has never been proven. Because
On
it's
the
not.
police report, it was.
You can't prove it. It never happened, right?
Okay, if you are going to continue to speak with your mouth full, I need to know what's in your mouth.
What? Well, fucking sex pervert.
No, I'm not being a
You're a sex pervert.
No, I'm not a snacks pervert. I'm just
No,
curious about what you're eating.
it's none of your business. That's what.
You're being very aggressive right now, and it's turning me on.
What?
You said that you're turning me
What?
on right now with your aggressive tone.
Don't. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. I don't.
Fine, I guess we can move on. Just gonna hit their Twilight Darkmender with a Soul Shear, and then send 2 Illidari initiates at them before dropping down my Spectral Flyer.
Do you want to see something?
Yes.
What a load of fucking drivel.
What are your thoughts on this image I posted on? You can show it on stream if you want. Thoughts on this? Is this you, Moni? Happy to announce once again my husband is getting melanin injections as well as to become a beautiful complexion as mine.
That's
And that's a good
a
thing.
bit odd.
She looks like she's had a pair of pumpkins just like grafted on.
That's going to be
Did you know that
Pearly
they're
after they get
German?
their Mexican surgery. That's the look you're aiming for, right? Big tits, big lips. What size of tits would your ideals be, Pearly? Do you want some big old double D milkers, or are you just wanting some little mosquito bites?
Well, large breasts cause back pain, so it's probably best to just have some B cups.
B cups.
And what size of breast do you guys all enjoy?
I'm honestly of the mindset bigger the better. You know, I like big old boobers. Not fake boobs, but you know, big uns. But I like big thick bitches, big fat asses, big fat tits. Yeah.
I guess that's because it makes you think that they'd be better at raising children because bigger breasts mean more milk, correct?
Sure,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Maybe I'm just a disgusting degenerate.
It's not even a conscious decision though. So Polly's
Apparently,
gonna
yeah.
Polly's
Apparently,
gonna try and psychoanalyze you really
there's
poorly.
apparently there's a thing about how in times of
shit.
scarcity that more chubby and fat women are seen as desirable, where in like times of wealth and whatnot, like the skinnier woman who's able to be self-controlled seems more desirable.
I just fucking lost, possibly threw away the win in this game. Thank you for distracting me.
Everyone, everyone's really interested about your fucking Pokemon or whatever it is.
Hearthstone. I've hit legend for like the last 4 months in a row.
Wow, and do you feel happy?
Are you trying to psychoanalyze me?
It's just
Poorly.
Question.
Oh, well, I'm going to win anyway. It's fine. Don't worry.
I think I'm doing quite a good job of it.
You don't even study psychology at 6th form, so get out of here.
I don't have to.
Get Elena on. Get Elena on. Do you know who Elena is?
No.
Hello, Elena. Are you listening to this podcast?
She's a cis woman, okay? That doesn't make her opinion any more valid.
She's a cis.
On your blog.
It doesn't make them any less valid either.
On your blog, you said that you have your Swedish e-boyfriend.
Correct.
Yeah. And that he has cheated with a cis woman. Is that Elena? Allegedly.
Yeah, it were.
That is true, yes.
He had some steamy hockey sessions.
It still hurts to talk about. The wound is still fresh.
Why are you still?
Like your soon-to-be neo vagina. Oh.
Going back to the topic of do we ever make animal sounds?
Sorry. No, I haven't really. Oh my god, do you know TV?
Yeah.
I went on TV, and there was this tranny thread, and then there was like this. There always is. Yeah. You know, and there was this tranny thread that had like, it was a jazz thread, I think, and then there was this like surgeon, and then there was this like I went to
Elena
her
is in the chat. Elena is in the chat, guys.
website, and then there was this like reviews on like because she did like neovagina like on trannies like neovagina surgeries, and then there was like the reviews. I went to the website page and it's like 0 out of like 0 stars and all, like 1 star and all those. And it's just like, oh my god, it's a gaping hole with blood. It's terrible. It looks terrible. It's like all of these like comments, and it just made me like, isn't there in German like this Schadenfreude? Like,
That makes you sound like a bastard because you were happy.
Deriving satisfaction from the.
Someone posted a
misfortune of
picture
others.
earlier of some lass who'd had top surgery and had her tits removed or something, and some like doctor getting a big thumbs up in the thread. Actually made me like legitimately depressed for like half hour. Like, it's like some young
Why would you
18, like
squander
young
God's
looking
gift?
like it. I don't know. I just saw like some young lass or something. Like, probably fucking. I has no idea what she's fucking done
And
yet.
she'll probably want him back next week.
She
as well.
had pain. Like it literally hurt her. She would have been disabled if she kept carrying them around with her.
Is it this? I don't think that's the same girl. So it seems to be getting more popular, that sort of thing. It's the internet. It's a very toxic place. But the echo chamber for mental illness.
have you seen the Snyder?
It's like 4 hours long. You need to like put away a day to watch it. You can't.
Could you
No,
move
you
your
need to put
mic?
4 hours away, technically.
Not well. You need to like prepare and like decompress.
Give yourself an enema or something.
Well, but do you know a better story about the Snyder Cut? Well, actually, you can say your thing about the Snyder Cut first if you'd like.
I only just watched Man of Steel yesterday, so yeah. I liked it.
Fascinating.
It's,
It's a bad
might be about
film.
time to wind this up, maybe.
But I'm at work and I got nothing else to do. I'm all alone at work. Are you gonna keep me company?
What?
Oh, look who it is.
Hello?
So can we just revert onto the topic that we were talking about earlier of Money's boyfriend? I'm assuming
No.
this
We
is
know
It's
each
fine.
other.
I'm assuming this is the person you know each other, don't you?
No,
Oh.
this is the person that Money's boyfriend cheated on him with.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe we could rekindle that conversation.
Yeah, there's some.
We're not gonna catfight for your amusement.
Are you sure? Because I mean, there must be some sort of.
I think there's been, some.
There's a lot of tension. They're both avoiding talking to each other.
Yeah,
It's very
I guess
awkward.
there's tension. She's got a mic on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Moni, your boyfriend doesn't love you. He's in love with a real woman.
Yeah, a real one.
Maybe it was just a mad fling.
Shout
True.
at typing.
got a good game of Hearthstone going on here, by the way. A real good game.
Nice segue
thrilling.
into fucking whatever that is.
What's the worst food you've ever eaten? What do you hate?
I hate like lumpy mashed potato. That
Oh,
shit
crap.
makes me gag straight away. Or
Oh, I don't like that either, but it's been ages since I had a lumpy mashed potato.
it just reminds me of being in primary school. Oh, tell you what else I hate. I hate Angel Delight. Have you had Angel
I
Delight?
like Angel Delight. I like the butterscotch one.
Could you describe
it's-
Angel Delight for me?
It's
like a whipped
flavored
mousse.
shaving foam.
Yeah, it's like a whipped mousse dessert.
It's horrid. You think it's gonna be like ice cream, and then it's not. It's just a massive, like, tepid disappointment. It's just not pleasant. I can't believe you've never had Angel Delight.
We've had Turkish Delight.
No, not the same.
Oh, there was the eating mess. There was this English exam that had the question eating mess.
That's nice.
I have never heard of it. No, but on the exam, there was a question about eating mess, and I picked the wrong one. There was this question like, which of the following pictures is eating mess? And
That's really
Moni did,
specific.
and Moni did the same exam, and he got it wrong as well.
You start with the heing.
She
Oh,
got it wrong as well.
oh well, it's a
how's
posh
Alina?
person's food.
Not
We've-
really. It's meringue and cream and strawberries in it.
Well, and actually, should have been an easy question because I think they described it in the previous question. So if I
Yeah, because I was going to say that's an oddly specific piece of knowledge to expect someone to have.
they described how it fell to the floor.
No, it was like reading comprehension, and he said it was if it was good as drop on the floor and pick back up or something. It was like so like weirdly said, like weird said in a really weird way.
How's
Sorry.
Alina? She's just in here with her mic off. I don't know what's up with that. She's just sort of joined and this is really
I just woke up. So,
Oh, hello.
Hello.
are you live on radio?
Indeed.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm like-
syndicated nationally.
Wait, how many
How many
YouTube
did
viewers?
None of
do
your
we
fucking
have?
business. Don't check.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
3 people are
Three.
watching. I am one of
Oh,
them.
no, 3 of them are probably you, right?
Yeah, I'm watching right now. So,
Right, again,
It's
Morsey
four,
will
it's
choose.
four now
Four.
because I've just joined.
There's
Morsey will
5
not listen
people in
to
the
this
fucking
live.
Discord. That is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Just for the record, 70
Moni,
playbacks.
would you
And they're
really
all
say
you
that?
in F5.
I think Moni. I think is it because it's like foreigners. Wasn't back in the day you didn't have was it were the views better with non-foreigners?
Oh yeah, it used to be
Yeah.
like around 30 at the start.
Bollocks, bollocks.
That's
What
sad.
bollocks? It were about 10 to 20 at best.
Because
Bullshit.
I was on here in March of last year and it was about May of last year and it was about 12 I think was what we got up to. I think that's
Yeah,
the
again,
most
that's
it ever been.
after the bit of a decline. It used to be around 30.
Bullshit.
At peak.
Bullshit. Bollocks.
Who was the other person who hosted before?
Host.
No, it was
Helper.
just me.
Humongous help.
No, it was like wasn't it like some
Some
was
kid
it
in a
some other, like-
wheelchair and some other northern guy, yeah.
I remember
It was
people
just like
shitting
it
on
was some like he had like a really squeaky voice.
Yeah, this is the kid in the wheelchair.
Is he really in a wheelchair?
hmm Yep.
What's the deal with
Uh.
humongous helper lad? 'Cause
He likes
seems to-
pizza, weetzer, and being
Yeah.
comfy wumpy. What more do you need to
Dirty
know,
nonce.
you know?
I seem to remember people call him a nonce the last time.
It's because he is a
Yeah.
nonce, but you know.
Is he actually, or is it just a meme?
I mean, I remember him joking about some like 12-year-old sucking off a Pakistani or something. So,
Yeah, saying they
yeah.
enjoyed it.
What? Oh, I
What?
thought you said you. All right, yeah.
No, I just said money.
Oh, I have a really interesting Moni. Okay, there's this picture. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice anything about it?
Oh yeah, you already told me what it is. I thought it was just yeah, there's apparently a Pakistani person in the background, which is really progressive for
No, no,
America.
no,
You're
no. Show
missing
it
the
on
meme.
stream. Show it on stream.
2
Shout,
seconds.
shout! Look, look! Shout!
Um,
Look!
Yeah, I'm looking. I
Do
don't.
you
I
notice
don't.
anything?
The black guy's crossing the
That's
road.
what I thought at first, but it wasn't
No,
the
but
black
look,
guy.
look to the right. Look to
I
the
should put
right.
it on screen, by the way.
It's Photoshop.
You know, she got like a
Fucking
really bad
monkey
rap because it
bridge.
looked like she didn't care about the dead people, but really she was just so
Yeah, I remember
distraught.
that meme.
Thanks for that money.
You're
It was
welcome.
an official thing. Like, how did you get away with it? They actually used the pick of the. It's the
Could you
same
teach
pick.
me how to speak Finnish, Apu?
Oh my god, that's going to be a really difficult thing.
Oh no, I was joking.
Poo. Poo in Finnish is
I believe the correct
Do you-
English is what in Finnish is.
what? Do you speak Pakistani?
There is no Pakistani
Urdu.
language,
There's
actually.
Urdu, isn't there?
Kali
Do you speak
Ma.
Urdu? Do you speak Urdu, Moni?
Sort of. My dad would bring me to
Kali
translate,
Ma.
and
Kali
then I'd
Ma.
just speak like broken English to him. Like he'd take me to the insurance people, and I'd go and I'd translate what they were saying to him. I'd be like, "So what is your how long have you had your license?" or some shit like that. I don't know. That wasn't very helpful.
What if your dad speaks perfect English and he just sees this as like a way to keep close to you? Have you as his little translator?
I guess that'd be kind of nice. I mean, it wouldn't be
What's
not
the ugliest language in the world? In your
Finnish,
what do
because
you
we
think?
heard you speaking it earlier, and it was absolutely
I like the
repulsive.
sound of Finnish. I think it
German's
sounds nice.
pretty ugly sounding.
That sounds
No, it
dignified.
German's not ugly. German's nice. I hated doing Spanish in
Yeah,
school
fuck
because it just
Spanish.
has some sort of like a
Sounded a
an
bit faggy.
Yeah, it sounds like almost infantile. I'm
I had
sorry
French
to
as well.
Yeah, I just
Female
don't
and
like
male
it.
words.
Just
Fuck off.
romance languages. I just
Interest-
can't.
Ooh,
the interesting thing.
the female taboo. Fuck out of it, bitch.
The interesting thing about like Spanish, because the Finnish like pronunciation is like literally the same as Spanish. So for Finnish people, it's really easy to pronounce Spanish because it's literally just the same with the R's and the like certain letters. And
Barcelona.
Oh yeah.
well, no, maybe not the th sound, but aside from that,
Can we all agree that French and Italian sound quite good?
No,
Italian's good.
that's shit too.
molto bene.
I like Russian. Russian sounds nice.
Yeah.
And that's it. Russian, German, and Finnish sound nice. Can't think of any others,
German.
Nah, German no.
German's fucking ugly.
But it sounds powerful.
Yeah, it's not attractive. I don't know.
I
Especially with a woman. Those are very stern sounding.
don't know. I don't think it is necessarily.
Versteht
stern
dein
sounding.
Kitzler,
I don't
du
think they're like
Hure.
hard sounding.
Like
It's
someone,
a hard sounding language.
Someone who went to a football match would think that who never heard English before and went to a football match in, let's say, I don't know, somewhere up north. I can't think of anywhere up north.
I don't know, if a foreign bird heard someone go, "Oh, alright, love, does that want some? Does that?" She'd love it. She doesn't need to know what you're saying. If a German guy says it in fucking his shithouse language,
Yeah.
Racism is bad.
Indeed, sure.
Okay, well, thanks for bringing that up, Bonnie. It's lovely weather this evening, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, that's a fair. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I went for a nice little bike ride earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Just posted a picture of a river and chat, out and about.
Have you been watching Timothy Bryan?
Burn.
No.
Who, sorry?
No, it's Bryan.
Timothy
right?
Byrne, not Brine.
Burn.
My friend sent him
Hold
mud
on, how do you
once.
spell it? How do you spell it?
Byrne.
Oh, sorry. My brain just stopped working. Bryan.
You're a fake fan.
Yeah, I'm a fake. Yeah, I'm a poser. I'm not a real fan.
Who the fuck is? Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah, I've never
I've
really
seen-
got
Yeah, but,
into him that
Fucking
much.
zoomers, man.
I haven't watched his videos for quite a long time, and it's just like because he's like done like for 6 months straight. He has done like these shopping going for a walk, shopping or something, and it's like literally for 6 months straight. I think it's probably his meds because didn't he get sectioned or something?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm glad to see that there's some sort of continuity on this fucking internet shithole. We're still looking at this guy. Didn't he post like pictures of him naked eating fish and chips?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah, the one with his bum. That one.
No homo, but my favourite's that one where he's just got cum dripping off Henry's cock. That's a
Oh
classic.
no.
That's a class. There's a I've just googled his name. There's a change.org petition to make him a US citizen, and it has 66 signatures thus far.
Didn't he create that?
It looks like
He went to
Do you
he went
know
to
what?
an American university, I think. He's
Yeah.
before he went
GCSE or something,
schizo.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Timothy
What
Byrne
does
is
it?
a wonderful fellow who currently resides in
It looks
Holland.
like Warhol. Andy Warhol.
Right. Considering
Yeah, he
that,
does. Yeah, I see that.
considering he's got a Star Now page, couldn't we all like pull together and hire him for an acting project? Like, 'cause I can't imagine it costs much. It only take like a camera,
Oh my god, he does.
car, little script, you know.
Yeah. What does
I reckon he'd do it.
How old
So-
is he? Look at his posture though. He's got like a
What does he
shrimp
do?
posture.
So did he go like to university? What did he like study, or is he like?
He studied schizo posting.
I'm not being funny, but his look at the fucking chat. His posture is like convex. What is that? What the fuck?
But there's videos of him. Went for a shopping walk. Went for a shopping walk from 3 months ago. Went outtake. Went for a shopping walk. Outtake. Outtake. Went for a walk. Went for a walk. Went for a
What a
walk.
fucking
Went for a
guy.
shopping walk.
Oh,
I think he's a national hero.
I think he should be on when the Queen pops her clogs. I think we should put him on the £5 note.
Have
when
you
we
forgotten
reprint
him calling Britain a shithole country or whatever when he was feuding with those
He's right though,
builders?
isn't he?
Yeah, he's right.
based.
He's also possibly a racist.
Oh no. Oh.
My friend,
Oh.
when my friend ages ago, back on like the 8chan days, sent him an envelope full of mud, which were pretty fun.
Mud.
Just wet mud in a bubble envelope.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that makes me.
Made me laugh.
Why would you pay the postage?
Do you have you
I
seen
don't
that
know.
one?
He's got like a habit of doing weird shit like that. I remember he posted a video of him throwing beans on someone's car while he was driving past him. That was pretty fun.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to go
Have
to
you
the
seen that?
toilet.
Have you seen that one video where there's like a black person and he's like
The
filming
beating
on
up
the
a
street?
white.
Yeah, and there's like a black person and he's like he just like stands away, looks scared.
Yeah, I've seen that. He can't handle his power level.
Elena, is that you in the background?
Stalking
Yeah, that's
him.
me.
I didn't realise when I first came across this guy. I didn't realise he had a YouTube channel. That's amazing.
Are you old enough to be posting on 4chan?
I miss.
Suspicious.
No, I don't post on 4chan. I post
Lost.
on channel.
Yeah.
I think this site has, because I was first exposed to this site when I was like, I think it was 14, 13.
Yeah, about the same.
So it's ruined my sense of humour invariably. How old were you, Shout, when you were first exposed to this?
About the same age, but I was already ruined before I got
How
it.
old? How old are you now?
I'm 28 now.
Old fag then. I can't believe that there are people walking the earth who I know who are younger than that site itself.
Why is he so sweaty? Why is his face so sweaty all the
Bio
time?
oil. It's bio oil. He puts bio oil on his face all
What
the
the
time.
fuck is bio oil?
It's oil made of bio.
Is that what comes out of the fish in the chip shop?
I have no idea, but
Just dunk his face into deep fat fries.
it's what gives him his youthful glow.
I'm gonna have
Why
to
is he
use
just-
some of that. I burned my stomach because of my hot water bottle.
Why has he just got loads? Why has
Isn't
he
it
got
good
like
for
a
scars?
pile of teddies?
Yeah.
That's what he wanks onto.
No, he doesn't.
No.
They're his girlfriends.
No.
No, that's messed up. No, I'm not. I won't stand for that. What? the
But
fuck?
wanking on teddies is a step too far.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it? 'Cause it's like, look at his gait as well in the first picture that you posted, Apu, in the chat.
Sorry, I might have found some.
He looks like he's ready to fight. He looks like he's a boss out of some sort of I think they
Actually,
should make
yeah.
a Britfeel video game. Fucking boss music with this guy.
Yeah, this is like
He always looks like he's mid-action in all these pictures. You're like he's just about to spring into action and do something.
Yeah.
Just about to pounce on a small child.
Yeah. It's like you'd imagine this is the last photo someone took before they were injured or maimed or something.
Yeah, like you find them. Yeah,
Like you just
like
find a
when
pile
someone-
of blood in a phone and you look on it and there's just that picture.
or it's just like printed out as a Polaroid or something. Oh no.
Look, I really don't want. I don't want to have to masturbate on radio.
Hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom really quick.
Moni, show this on stream.
I
Hold
think
on.
the, the
Oh,
smile really
no!
sells it.
I regret having seen that. No, I'm not exposing anyone else to that, and it's pornography.
You're welcome.
No, it's not. It's artistic. You can.
What-
I've got more where that came from.
It
It's art. You can.
it's gross, is what it is.
How shiny
Hold on.
his face is. His face, it's like he's buffed it up with like cherry blossoms. It's like a mirror. What the fuck is this?
Well,
Oh,
Has he
it's
got a
just
small
thing.
penis or he's just not erect there?
Well, why would he be erect? 'Cause there's no
I
reason
don't
to
know.
be.
He's showing his penis off on camera. Why wouldn't you be erect?
Yeah, you'd think that you'd go to the effort, wouldn't you?
Whenever I send pictures of my penis, it's always erect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why do guys keep doing that?
Because we're animals.
But
Mm,
I'm not impressed.
implying you're not a guy, Money.
It's not about impressing anyone. I don't even know. I don't know. We're strange creatures.
Well, you just want it to be the best it can be, don't you? You're just trying to.
Well, you got to present it in the most favourable light possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is this on Grinder, Pearl? Are you getting a lot of dick pics on Grinder?
No, whichever dating platform I use, guys always send me dick pics. Before, sometimes before
I
trying
mean,
to
if girls
start.
were just sending me random pictures of the pussy online, I wouldn't be complaining. But you know, I suppose that's the dating market for you.
Would that really turn you on?
I honestly think it would. I just thought, okay, yeah, sure. Why
Is
not?
anyone going to point out to this Mr. Timothy Byrne that he's spelled karaoke wrong?
It's a Japanese word. There's no correct spelling.
Well, the Japanese way,
Well,
correct.
he
I'd say
spelled it wrong.
maybe the dictionary spelling would be correct.
And it's also pronounced karaoke, not karaoke.
No,
Thanks for that, Mr. Weeb.
Yeah, because it's a Japanese word. So you have to listen to how they pronounce it, just like how
Oh.
when
Mm.
Japanese.
Oh, there are a bunch of karaoke bars in the Ukraine. I
Guys,
super wanted
guys,
to
guys,
go, but like
guys.
none of my friends were
Yes?
into it.
Look at this.
Better not be another
It's gonna
naked
be
picture.
another naked based.
Thanks for
That is
sharing
just
that.
literally his pose in that as well. you
I like how he keeps his pubes nice and short. Do you reckon he's like expecting company one day? Joe just keeping it nice and trim,
Nice and
just in
tidy.
case. Yeah. Seems
Just in
quite a
case.
modern man keeping it shaved down too, not a bush, which you'd expect of a man of his age.
It's literally the same pose. It looks just the same.
He is missing the seat though, to be fair. I think the seat really sells it, the shitty stool between his legs.
That stool's probably got an arse stain.
Yeah, that stool 100% smells of his anus.
You're quite judgmental for people who aren't amazing yourselves. Just want to say.
Oh no! Well, to be fair, I was also thinking that like I'm in worse shape than Timothy Bryan. So whatever poor woman's looked at my naked body, okay, and probably had a worse sight than that.
Okay, cool. I forgive you for your bullying then. That makes it okay. So, regarding our topics for discussion, just heads up, 3 minutes before I move on to web chat. I've been on calls this whole time. So sorry if anyone's been trying to get through.
Fucking hell. Why are all these pictures coming? I can't believe that you're you have these saved.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
all in my Timothy
shit.
folder.
Fuck.
He's a real fan. You're just a poser.
It's in your wank bag.
Exactly.
So, could you...
This is what the ideal male body looks like. You might not like it, but
Peak performance.
yeah.
I think it's quite interesting who you're a big fan of. You know, you've got Elliot Rodgers and Timothy Bryan. And hockey
Yeah.
players. It's quite an eclectic mix.
My inspirations in life.
Yeah, very eclectic.
Do you want to see who? This is Moni, who's like Moni's the biggest fan of this person. I'm posting them here. This is Moni's favorite
Yikes.
person.
Oh, who do we have? It's... Oh, I don't like them.
You look-
They are non-binary, so that's the correct phrasing.
Oh fuck me.
They're trans... Or if you want to be specific, they're trans femme, non-binary, gender fuck or
Shut
something.
up. No one gives a fuck. No one cares. His nipples
Oh
are
my
so
word.
they're so
I don't need to
uncomfortably
see
erect.
that. Ugh.
To be fair, if I were in a Maserati and cruising by, I'd definitely slow down and have a look. I wouldn't enjoy it, but I'd have a look.
I mean,
Look at that gore. It's not really gore, but just sort of empty grin. I
What
can't-
that is that is the face of autism. I've seen
it's
it
the
many
face of-
times
it's
before.
The face of AGP is what it is.
Some say that AGP is just an offensive term that was made up by a psychologist or something.
Andrew, what does Andrew like?
Does Andrew like trannies?
It's a 15 years
No,
old show.
he just, yeah, he just likes yellow things and underage things. A yellow underage thing would be his dream. Okay, it's just getting ready to move over.
Okay.
Just letting you know, just still playing Hearthstone. Just so we're all on the same page. Oh, we had a nice
Sure.
barrier.
Do any of you go on Britpol? Are you exclusively
Ew.
Britfeel?
No, I don't go on.
I don't
Britfeel
I
and
don't
Brit for
post
me.
I don't post on there, but I occasionally read it and then I catch a bit of autism and then I
Lefty
come
pole
up
on the ropes.
and paste.
No, I don't go. I don't go on pole.
I'll
I mean,
go
I
on if
used
there's a
to-
happening, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If there's
same.
something going on in the news or
I mean, it's a bit cringe, honestly. If I can be fully honest, it's a bit, you know.
It is, yeah.
I'm not saying anything, but it's just like, I don't know.
But sometimes
It's
you know when
about-
you get in that like vibe where you feel like you want to get, well, you're mentally ill and you just want to like push yourself over that edge for a bit and get in a fucking real weird frame of mind. It's kind of fun then too.
All right, just going to answer these two emails, and then I won't need to answer any more emails because I'm off queue now. Just 2 seconds.
Your QAnon.
Great.
What?
QAnon, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's money.
Let's see.
Moni, what are your thoughts on QAnon?
I think QAnon is racist, and the people who
Nice.
believe in it are idiots without
Unlaced.
brains, in my opinion.
Sounds like you're a nonce to me.
Well, you're entitled. I'm a nonce. The whole idea.
Yeah, you're entitled to that.
Right out of horse's mouth.
Could someone just clip that and maybe play it back for everyone?
Yeah, can we get a soundbite?
Sorry,
Yeah,
what did I
know.
say?
Can the producers at the studios clip that for us, please?
The Britfeel
literally-
production team.
Andrew's working back hard there on the soundboard.
Andrew's been here since day one, by the way. Yeah, he has all the perks of being a Platinum Sissy tier Patreon without having to
Platinum
do
what?
it.
Pretty much anyone who comes into Rochdale gets to use Pearly whenever they want if they pay a certain amount.
No, I wouldn't want to go to Rochdale.
Well, I wouldn't want to go to wherever you're from either.
I bet you fit right in Rochdale, don't you, Polly?
He's from Bars.
Well, they weren't born and bred there, so I'd hope so.
Oh, fuck's sake. I was inches away from winning this game. That's gone completely in the opposite direction. He had 2 Yogg Saurons.
When do you reckon you'll come out to your parents, Pearly?
Well, I already kind of did, and it was a negative reaction.
Have you come out to your dad yet? Or is he just sort of
Well, if my
thinking a bit
mum
fruity?
okay with it, why would my dad be okay?
I don't know. Aren't you his favourite?
You could come.
Is that my internet or is
It's him. What I would love, Pearly, if you could do this before I die, which would make my life, would be, could you reenact that like video of the tranny coming out of that box and having the seething father, you know, there with his red
I know
face
exactly
and
which one you
clenching his
mean.
fist, and the mother just sort of, you know, smiling and
Acquiescently grinning, yeah.
yeah. Look at my daughter, she's a real girl, you know, stupid Jewy Jew Steve. Could you reenact that video with your parents for me, please? That'd make my life.
What, Moni, have you come out? You could come out as straight.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Mom, Dad, I'm straight.
Well, these days, I'd say coming out as straight would be bigger than coming out as anything else, because
I actually agree.
we're the
I think
most
there were
queer generation ever.
there were a thing I think about how transgenders are reluctant to detransition because they tend to make all the friends and community when they like come out as a tranny, and then they lose them and feel ostracized and stuff. So then they stick out the bad decisions.
Where
Yeah.
they lose them because they're
Yeah, because like if you're friends with a bunch of other transgender people, it kind of makes sense because you know you've probably gone through the same sort of shit, and you're like, listen, kind of don't want to cut my cock off. I made a bit of an error here. They're probably going to think you're taking a bit of I don't know. They probably think that you're thinking that they're making a bad decision too, and probably won't want anything to do with you. I'd imagine.
fascinating opinion.
I think it was an article, but you know, I don't I don't remember. I think I read the headline.
You think you read the headline, or you?
Yeah, I don't even know if I read a headline. I think I did, but fucking, I don't know.
I mean, I've heard about. I can vouch for Shao.
Even if not, you know, that'll make sense.
I hear
Moni.
your voice. Oh crap! Oh crap! I fucked up.
Okay.
Still Hearthstone, by the way. Fuck.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, shit, he can win. Thank you for distracting me.
Well, you know, thanks for distracting us. You know, try to do a radio show here, Pearly.
Should have won that game.
Maybe if you put this much effort into your topics, we'd have more than 5 listeners.
Are there no topics this week?
Some people don't listen live.
No.
There have been plenty of topics, and by the way,
Oh yeah, but like Joe Rogan, everyone tunes in.
We've had 76 playbacks.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
No, bollocks.
Yeah, and the retention rate from that is dog shit.
0.
The average watch time is 11 minutes and 41 seconds.
I think I've been refreshing my browser about every 10 minutes. Yeah.
It only
Did you
counts
know?
everyone once.
Did you know that when you're born, you're the youngest person in the entire world, and consequently, when you die, you're the oldest person in the entire world?
I have heard that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's told us that a few times, hasn't he?
To be fair, I heard it from a retard, but I've heard it.
Reminds me of this ancient Pakistani riddle. When you're born, you're the first Pakistani in the world, and when you die, you are the last Pakistani.
What? The last
Didn't you have
Paki.
an interesting rhyme earlier, Apu, about a Pakistani?
I was
Oh,
thinking that
Paki bloke in a dress.
That's
Nothing
the
more.
one.
Paki
nothing
bloke
less.
in a dress. Nothing more. Nothing less. Where have I got it? Blimey. Paki bloke. Do you wear dresses, Moni?
Only for Eben.
Hold on a second.
Have you still got that hot little red number, Pearly?
Yeah, I do, but I've got better
Can
dresses
you
now.
still squeeze into it?
A Paki bloke in a dress. Nothing more. Nothing less. Claims to be honorary white, but his skin is the colour of shite. Paki claws typing venom and rage. 2-inch cock in chastity cage. Lost his job, now he's on the dole more. Paki claw scooping up coleslaw.
I think that's like a rhyme that Polish children sort of sing. Because I kind of have the feeling that just because like Polly chased a Polish girl back to her home country after harassing her so much, there's probably like a bit of Polish folklore around him. Do you know, like, oh, you better be good, kids, or the Polish will come get you. He's going
The
to steal your
cold-
identity and your name.
Oh yeah, Moni. Monica.
It just sounds kind of folklorish, you know, a creepy monster coming in,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Paki non.
I'm pretty much done with work
recording you.
now, so you have my undivided
Okay.
attention. I mean,
What
I'm
about
still playing
Hearthstone?
Hearthstone, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of owe me after you cost me that last game.
How can we make it up to you, Queen?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you could be my honorary boyfriend.
Sorry, not that, man.
Didn't you like half the guys in the server have lost bets at some point and had to be my boyfriends? You know that?
Jesus.
Okay.
Is it true
Well,
that you
I don't
fuck
go out with
black?
whores.
Is it true? Is it true that you fuck black guys?
I think we need to help you with your English. So let's think of some.
That's
Oh, that
actually really
deflection.
offensive, Money, because you're taking a condescending attitude towards a foreigner.
No, he's got his English exam coming up, so we need to like stimulate him. Let's.
Did you have sex with Cunis erectus?
No, I'm just. Let's see. Okay, so living in a country where you have to speak a foreign language can cause serious social problems as well as practical problems. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement?
7 out of 10.
Say again. I wasn't listening.
Living in a
Yeah, no,
country,
neither.
living in a country where you have to speak a foreign language can cause serious social problems as well as practical problems. To what
I'd
extent do
agree
you
with that.
Not necessarily, because I know
I
that there's quite a large community of like Chinese people where I live, and there's a large enough community of them to the point where they don't have to integrate, and they're just sort of chinging and
no,
chonging back and forth.
Yeah, but doesn't that
I
become
think.
a problem in its own right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you're like a foreigner and you just don't even try to, you can sort of like get away with stuff, but if you're trying to, you know, so I think you can get away with a lot of stuff if you're like a foreigner with a very discernible accent or something, you know. So people might be like, yeah, sure, no biggie. Like I can they're more understandable towards you, I guess. As opposed to if you're trying to passing them, then people might be less accommodating in that sense. I don't know.
No, I think you need to try that again. That wasn't good enough.
What?
I'm just trying to get him to better himself.
Who are you talking to?
You, give me another answer. Try again. Do better.
What? Are you...
Or fine, I could try a different question. Um, Okay. Give me an example of a time where you overcame a great challenge or a challenge.
Is this a job interview?
No, but it's a type of question that he'll need to learn to answer in the future.
That's always the question I always struggle on.
Yeah,
Job
well, that's
interviews.
shocking because if they keep asking it, you'd think that maybe you'd have thought of a proper answer by now.
Yeah, but I don't really care
It's
about
got
the
you
jobs
there.
I apply for that much, so you know,
Just doing it to get the bennies in.
self-employed Chad.
So, Apu, have you ever overcome a great challenge? Because it's, like I said, it's a question you're probably going to be asked very, very soon.
Yes, I have. I have no idea. Sorry. I have to think.
Wow, this is weak, really weak.
What have you overcome, Pearly?
Oh, well, while I was working in one of the call centers, I had a challenging customer, and their thing hadn't arrived. So then I just gave them
This
a
is a bad response, and I'm not impressed by it at all.
I'm bored.
Fuck me,
Sorry.
This is fucking boring.
I
Can't
thought you were
have something
talk
more
about
interesting, Money.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about your
the
packy
audio.
tranny or
This is the
whatever.
audio equivalent of watching paint dry.
Yeah.
We're just listening to paint dry.
Well, how about you go back to wherever it was that you came from, London boy?
Why don't you go back to Pakistan where you came from?
It's not okay when you say things like that.
Yeah, don't be racist. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, because you get stoned.
2021, man.
I'm just gonna write an article on you.
Got plenty of other questions. Let's see. What's the other? Oh, yeah, the big question that they ask in all interviews, and you have to be prepared for, will always be asked first. Does anyone else know what I'm about to say?
No, I don't
What
think
on
I
your
know one.
business?
Pen.
No, that's from a film or something.
Is it? I've been asked that before.
Yeah, they stole it from the film. Wolf on Wall Street. That's where they stole it from. The actual.
No, that's been a. Hang on, no, that's been a thing long before that film.
What thing?
I just want to know the question. Get on with it.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
It's trickier
I
than
just
it
get up
sounds.
and leave at that point.
You're laughing, but it's actually a really it's every interview, and it's not what it sounds like.
I'm a miserable, aloof wanker, and I hate working with other people, and they make me
Yeah.
violently angry when they don't do what I expected them.
Well, you're on the right lines. You kind of got the theme right.
I'm a packing nonce in a dress. Nothing more, nothing less. Venom and rage. 2-inch cock in chastity cage.
Again, also on the right page here, but not quite there. So what you need to be doing is like not saying factual things. Instead, you need to be saying expressing your qualities like, oh, well, I'm a team player and I love a good challenge.
Yeah, that's bollocks though. If I were an interviewer and someone said that, I would
Never had a job in your life, have you?
Boring bastards, I have, but alright.
Oh, well, that's different. That's like McDonald's or something, whatever. Which they'd still ask you the same question.
It wasn't a McDonald's, but alright, it wasn't that sort of job. But, okay.
I think you're better than me.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Moni, you work at Greg's. That's your new job, isn't it? Working at Greg's.
If I did work at Greg's, to be honest, I probably wouldn't mind it so much. I just don't want to be talking to customers over the phone anymore.
You know what interview question I always hate?
Go on.
When you're applying for something absolutely shit that you don't really want to be doing anyway, but it pays, like
Why do you
warehouse
want
work,
this
call
job?
center work. Yeah. So why is it that you want to work here?
Oh, come on. That's again another part of the game. You have to like say you.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to just absolute bullshit him? Oh yeah. Ever since I was a boy, I dreamed of like stacking boxes up in an orderly fashion.
You're just supposed to compliment the fucking company. Just say,
why? Oh yeah, I think Asda does really well at stacking their boxes up, and I'd love to do it in a professional capacity for you because I'm really happy with the way you do it. My shopping experiences have been nothing but stellar here, and I'd really like to take that to a professional capacity. Fuck off. It should be enough that I'm fucking willing to turn up and fucking not shoot the place up. Fucking just give me money. Leave me alone.
No, that's not enough. Because plenty of other people
Should
applied for
be.
the
Should
job.
be. I'm a class I. That's all. That's all I need. That's all I need.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm great. I'm the best employee anyone ever has when they've got me.
Well, yeah, when they've got you, but you need to get your foot through the door.
I got up to like, well, not assistant manager, but I were a fucking pretty much a manager at the zombie place.
Pretty much is not the same as actually being.
Well, I were a manager then because I got paid above everyone else. So
No,
yeah.
you weren't a manager.
Well, I were got paid
You
for
were.
it. So well, I worked. I had at least 14 staff under me.
Ooh, I think I'm going to win this game. I'm 8-2 in my casual duels run,
No, you're not.
playing a demon.
No, you're not. You're not. You're winning.
I've
I like
got,
how you just deflected back to Hearthstone when I made a point, but you know.
yeah,
fuck
I've
you.
just got 3 Keymaster Alabasters on the field, and I've cloned 3 Fist of Jaraxxuses and a Void Callers. So yeah, things are going pretty well.
Pretty well in old Monica's life, eh? Really killing it.
Hello.
Oh yeah, so we keep moving off from that
Why
main
is
topic that I
everything
keep
gone
trying to bring
quiet?
up. So animal sounds. Do any of you make them?
No,
What?
No.
I make weird noises and do weird shit, but I don't make animal noises.
No,
I can do a good horse impression, but that's it.
not even like
Don't,
you're on your
please.
own and
I'm going to do the
stuff.
horse impression. This is my impression of a horse.
Hopes
Okay,
Moni
there we
necks
go.
himself in prison.
I hope I don't.
God, Moni is beautiful. I imagine being weird enough to say no to this. Moni always here. I can't believe Moni got a new job, lads. She deserved only the best.
Thank you. That means a lot.
That is a strong, proud Pakistani woman, and her name is Moni. Hope Moni necks himself. What does this mean? Imagine Moni doing a big slobby curry shit
Oh,
in your mouth.
What the fuck is going on? I've just got this on as background noise and tuned in. What the
people face challenges every day. Some make decisions that force them beyond their comfort levels. Maybe you have a political, social, or cultural viewpoint that is not shared by the rest of, say, your school, family, or community. Did you find the courage to create a better opportunity for yourself or others? Were you able to find the voice to stand up for something you passionately supported? How did you persevere when the odds were against you?
Well, as an Arab, you know, living in a white country, I think you know, I've faced a lot of challenges.
Was blowing up
I
the
think
church.
you know, I think I've done quite well for myself. You know, fought against adversity.
Oh, okay. Now prepare a 1-minute video essay that says something about you. Upload it to an easily accessible
What?
website and give me the URL.
What? Moni, what is this? What is this? Bought this to cheer myself up as it.
What are you
What?
looking at?
Take a look at the chat.
Uh,
The Discord.
that's a fake image.
No, it's not. Why would you post that?
I don't find farts amusing. I think it's very childish.
Why would you buy the shirt then?
How can you not find farts amusing? Everyone
Farts are legitimately the funniest thing ever.
They're the worst
They're
part
never
of
not
South
funny.
Park.
Yeah, Terrence and Phillips the best part of South Park. Not without my anus is gold.
Anyone seen Moni's new OnlyFans vid? Holy Peng.
Well,
No.
you get free access to that if you subscribe to the Platinum Sissy tier of the Patreon.
Moni's so fucking Peng, Jesus Christ, within the last 10 seconds with her. Amir Hussein, aka Poleslaw, aka Ribena, aka Moni, aka Packy Bloke in a dress.
Pronounce that word that starts with an R again.
Ribena?
Yeah,
Ribena?
correct.
Damn it, you got it
First
right.
one.
I don't know how do you pronounce.
Do you have blackcurrant in Finland?
What black? Black
Blackcurrant.
what?
Blackcurrant.
What's black currant?
Currant is the flavour that Ribena is.
Oh, that
not
what-
not that it's a fruit or anything.
no, I
Well,
don't
yeah, but
think
nobody's
I've never-
black currants, do they? Like, do you have to have like a punnet of black
That's
currants?
a real insight into the northern diet.
When was the last time you ate a black currant? Like just a one on their own?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I thought so. Piece of shit, fucking southerner
Yeah,
trying to fucking bring us
you know
north
fruit
down.
as in like fruit pastels.
I've got fruit. I bought some oranges the other day. Might be using them to make a red wine sauce, but I bought them.
Is it? Someone's posted. Just remember the Moni Friends theme song parody. Is there like?
Oh,
a parody?
I did one of those.
Gee,
I wonder if that's still on the archive.
Oh,
oh, it's Joseph. Hello.
um,
Hello. Dinosaur man. I too like dinosaurs. Yes. Fuck off, non-packy bastard. Everyone report Moni post. He's a menace to society. Shagged Moni again, lads. Got some shite on me tongue. What? No, I'm not gonna read that. No.
No, go on, read it to us. It's like
No,
it's like a campfire story. Come on.
No. It's too wild. Moni is a male sex offender named Emir Hussein.
that's a
Like many
lie.
trannies, like many trannies, he stole the name from a woman in his life, which as we know, is not creepy at all. Interesting.
Got some customer being a cunt because there's a code that's just for new customers. Told him make a new account then.
You're muted, Joseph. You've muted
He
yourself.
never speaks. It's because he's a very private person.
He does speak. Usually okay, what do you think of this, Moni? Usually trans make a bit of an effort when it comes to their voice, but I couldn't even tell Moni was supposed to be a woman.
That's just because my throat's very dry.
What's all are you working for the NHS? Is that true?
Sorry, just
Okay.
got people, customers that I need to deal. Fucking hell! How did he get so many cards in his hand? Oh shit! He used bag of stuffing.
Does anyone want to play
Gonna
Tetris?
lose.
Tetris.
Don't play, she cheats.
I don't cheat, you just suck.
Stack about.
I'm reading comments. From recent comments. Have wanked myself into oblivion today, lads. Moni's OnlyFans is so good, you don't know what you're missing. Wow.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Took it out, condom in bin, washed up. Brilliant.
You're the kind of girl that lets people raw dog you, Pearly.
if the price is right.
Yeah.
Aren't you worried about getting, pregnant or anything? Being a real woman and all.
So, Moni, what would you say is the hardest thing being a woman?
Convincing other people that you are.
I'd say it's the rampant transphobia.
Yeah.
I'd
Oh yeah.
say, like
Yeah,
on
that's the
this
hardest
Yeah,
thing
so,
about being a-
so in other words, convincing yourself that you are.
Oh no, wait. Actually, no, wait. I just fell into a trap, didn't I?
Yep, you just nice one.
Wait. Let me have another go.
No, moving on.
Um.
Yeah, anything you want. So you really did yourself in with that question that you posed to yourself.
Is it the tampons?
What?
Is it the tampons?
But huh?
Don't ask.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Don't know why I'm dragging it out. I think I can just close this chat on this guy.
which
Yeah,
guy?
let's see, why not?
His
What
last
they're going to do,
response
fire
was,
you?
"That's ridiculous. That makes no sense," and I haven't responded for 5 minutes.
Wasn't it like I read something like that London, or was it like the UK, like banned like sexism or something?
Yeah, misogyny is
true?
now a crime.
A
hate
thought
crime.
crime.
You can't be sexist anymore. I mean, how do
Yeah,
you like?
all because one cop raped and murdered some stupid white bitch.
Yeah, exactly. It's I don't like police, but I side with the police on this one.
It's fucking mental gymnastics.
No, it's because it's a race issue really. Because if that person, because no one cares when a Pakistani
No,
dies.
it's not.
They sweep
Oh.
up Pakistani deaths every single day. One white woman dies, and the world goes crazy. And yeah, I stand by what I said. I can hear myself perfectly fine.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Hmm.
So yeah.
How's Boris Johnson? What has he been up to?
I guess he's probably had some involvement with that bill,
Nice.
but
Mate,
Theresa May's
but you
against
said
it. We need to bring her back. Okay, there we go. I've gotten rid of my chats. I'm done again. Ugh. Okay, see.
Hey guys, great news. I spent all this time finding my Packy Poo song that I posted. I found it in 2016.
Your stuff's usually very offensive, so I don't want any of that.
Well, here it
is
is.
it the Friends? Is it the Friends?
Nice.
It's this one.
I want to see.
Nobody liked. I posted it once in 2016. I think nobody liked it.
So they want to hold
Yeah, because it's not a proper song. You've just replaced words from the
It's
Friends theme
like
song.
the joke is thick, it's right, his sperm is T-O. What? It's like he's always stuck in a tranny gear. Oh well, he'll never be a woman in a day, a week, a month, or 10 years. He'll be stalking you when the autumn
HRT starts to pour.
He'll feel me having your feeling like he's always done before. He'll be there to get you.
So yeah, again.
No, not
That's a
bad,
really
right? I
good
thought I deserved more response.
No, it's not
Yeah.
amazing. Because it's very lazy.
I thought that were good.
I thought that was good as well.
Joseph, can someone pin this? I think this is important.
They're like my Hamilton edits.
Nah, this is better. And it's classics from 2016. It's retro.
Can this be pinned in the channel, or
I'll pin it.
I think it's worth.
So, could you name any Pakistani people who have died this year? Can you? No, but you can
No,
name
because I
Sarah
don't, 'cause I
Everard or
don't
whatever.
know any. You fucking
Well, you
spasmo.
know, you could. Did you know Sarah Everard personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Point
right, I
proven.
admit I don't care. I admit I just don't care.
No, admit you're a racist.
I'll admit
Mm,
that.
Wow. Well, lost
I'm
lot
not
of
a
respect for
racist
you.
because I'm Arab. You know, I can't be racist.
Yeah. My dad's black, so.
And
That's what the fattening says.
shout is Arab and Finnish as well, so it's like double, not race.
I'm a world child.
Moni, have you done your ancestry
I
DNA?
thought about it, but I don't think they're very good for like non-Europeans because they say like broadly Asian, apparently.
It's because they're all the same.
Some Chinese person who took it said.
Sure.
Who are you apologizing to? Sounded like you're apologizing to someone who was physically in the vicinity.
What?
No, I said something under my breath.
Was it racist?
Nope.
Okay, then that's fine.
I just said it only says that because they're all the same.
Oh no! There's more genetic diversity in Asia than there
Mm.
is in Europe, and more genetic diversity in Africa than there is in Europe. Europeans are the most
Cope.
similar people in the world.
Mm. Yeah.
Care
Sounds
to
like a cope to
disagree.
me.
That sounds like a cope, yeah.
Cope.
It's a factual.
Cope.
Cope.
They literally all the same
Cope,
hair color. All the
dilate.
same.
The
the
hair
same
color
eye
is
colour as well.
decided by one gene or a
Same
couple or
eye
something.
color.
Did you know that when you're born, you're the youngest person, and when you die, you're the oldest person?
What if? Yeah, but okay. What if you weren't born and you have a cesarean section? Does that mean you never die?
Macbeth.
I was born from a cesarean. I was upside down when I was born.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Is that what caused the brain damage?
Umbilical cord strangulation.
But isn't it something like if you do like, because it's like the baby gets. Don't quote me on this, but it's like something like the baby.
No,
gets
I'm going to quote you on
bacteria.
it.
Never's going to quote me.
Anytime I see a pregnant woman, I'm going to quote you on it.
I don't know, but I'm not.
You're not a
It's like
doctor.
something like, I'm just I used it incorrectly, but I meant like I'm not sure. I'm going off a limb. Is that the correct one? I don't know. But if you have like a baby should come out of the vagina because it gets like some bacteria or something, and it's good for its health or something.
Also, it gives women orgasms. Apparently, most women orgasm during birth.
Did you know that like if women give birth, like have you seen those videos where? Yeah, no, not the. Sorry. Isn't it like a thing like the vagina and the like it becomes like one hole or something?
Yeah, you pretty much tear from your vagina through to your anus if the baby's too
Stop.
big. Or they can, you know, just cut it for you. Just get your little snippety
like
snip.
It's like a chicken.
Yeah, you get a nice big quokey or whatever it's
You
called.
people
You know.
are fucked.
Is it true?
But that's because apparently that like people just have cesarean sections and whatnot, and like the hips aren't wide enough on the modern woman. You know, back in the day, they'd have all died in childbirth and got the bad genes out. Now we just have small hip bitches running around ruining it for everyone.
That's a good thing to say. I agree with that.
Okay.
Do you approve this method?
I keep reading your friend's parody shout in the chat.
Thank you.
Khaki nonce. Dress. Nothing more, nothing. His life a joke, his dick is broke. Yeah. It's like he's always. It's a good song.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I think that's.
Maybe that could be the theme tune to your sitcom, Pearly, that you should get on Channel
Yeah.
4. I honestly think your life would work very well as a Channel 4 programme. You know, because like, there's a hint
What,
of
like
tragedy in
a
there.
Louis
Yeah.
Theroux.
Not like Louis from, do you know, like the Louis show that Ginger guy did? Do you know, like a little bit of tragedy in there, a little bit of comedy. Do you know, like it could be like at season 1's Pearly filming bitches in university and getting kicked out and with the tranny arc and all that stuff. I reckon that'd sell. Because they're always looking for like they're always looking for that new sort of hip thing. I reckon like transgender foreign sex offenders really kind of really
This is
work
like.
for Channel 4.
Yeah, this is from the from that show.
It's a movie.
Is that you, Moan? What the fuck?
Did your circumcision go wrong, Pearly? Is that why it's bent?
Oh, what are you guys looking at?
You're circumcised, aren't you, Pearly?
Yeah, I am.
That is grim.
Your clit's hoodless.
I'm not sure what you guys are looking at, so. Oh, that. that
Okay.
oh, which famous film is that from?
It's from the Naked Gun.
Oh, well, I lost another game of Hearthstone. Thanks.
Okay.
Interesting.
And you just woke up.
Hmm?
I bet you just woke up.
Yeah,
Why are you still yawning?
because I'm tired.
Oh,
Go back to
shoot.
bed.
What?
What the hell? Why is their account going so slow?
What time did you go to
Thoughts
bed to
on
wake
this?
up at 9 o'clock?
I don't know, like 12:30.
What are your thoughts on this?
Catgirl finish PM GF.
Pretty cute.
Do you imagine yourself as that apple like every night?
Do you want to
That
find
is
love in
literally a picture of
Finland?
him.
Do you have a sounding wand or something that you like recreate that picture with?
Yeah.
Looks like the father's winning, right, guys?
I can see the
All you need to
humor in
also
this image.
somebody needs to do an edit where that's person's put brown, the man's put brown, and just put Hearthstone on the screen, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's.
Molly, I don't think you should take that. I
Um,
think you should stand up for
I've
yourself.
got a sense of humor, so it's fine. And besides, I'm one of the good ones. You can make fun of me. It's okay.
Which one?
One of the good trans people. It's okay.
She's a pick me.
Yeah, that's you know the terminology. Yep.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's okay. It's fine. Just make sure that you approve me during when you get the letter through the post on which trans people should be executed and which one should be kept.
There's 6 people watching this. I think we're like
I've
we're
got it open on
breaking
2
new
accounts.
ground.
Slagging it off while watching it on 2 accounts while in the live chat.
got to get the viewers up.
Oh, and as before, some people
Why?
don't watch it live, and we've had a lot of
Yeah.
people tuning
Nobody's
into it.
I can't
listening
imagine
to
anything
this
sadder
after
than watching it like later though.
Yeah, just everyone
Like sitting down for 3 hours and just listening to Britfeel radio after it's done.
and the 5-minute silences where Apu's reading comments are.
Apu, what is
Yeah.
this that you've put in chat? The one with the Finnish flag in the background.
It's the Finnish Prime Minister.
Imagine if someone had this like on the phone listening through headphones, and their headphones disconnected, and
I mean-
like someone in a work environment got like a couple of second snippet of this. I reckon it'd be pretty ungreat for that person.
Career damaged permanently.
Do you reckon like someone's like actually listening to Britfeel radio as they're driving to work or something? Like,
Yes.
The wife and kids in car or something.
That's a really grim state of life if you get to that point.
I think someone could be listening to us say that right now in the future. Time
we're
travel.
literally just like Joe Rogan. I think this is on par like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, quality wise, definitely.
We just need
Man,
more
you're an
steroids.
inspiration for everyone. You're gonna go places, Moni.
When do you reckon Moni will get an invite onto Joe? Get a cross-platform
Well, he's had
promotion.
like pretty much everyone on. I don't think it's much of an accomplishment.
I don't know. It is a little bit. It is less special than it used to be, especially since he's moved to Spotify.
Doesn't he do like an episode every day or something?
Does a few a week, to be fair now. And a few years ago, we definitely had like a peak in popularity, but it's dwindled a bit, I think.
So
I've got all the dude bros, DMT, psychedelic sort of crowd.
So when you see a guy with a Chinese girlfriend, what do you immediately think?
It depends on their age. If it's a guy who's around their age, whatever. Joe, if it's like some old guy in some sort of mid-30s, like not even Chinese looking woman, like a Thai looking woman or an Ireland looking woman, you're always like, yeah, he's paid some good money for you. It's like a bought wife.
Okay. So you look down on them, maybe with mockery and condescension, perhaps. Is that
If it's
accurate?
if it's an older guy with a younger sort of obviously paid wife, yeah.
But then I don't think that's just Asians. That's every race of woman though.
I don't know if it's an older guy with a younger white woman. I kind of respect it more.
Can you get like? Okay, interesting.
Because of
Is it true that
the social dynamics of it, I suppose.
So you're admitting to racism there because you're saying that Asians are lesser.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Especially Islander ones that are like from the Philippines and shit, where they fucking eat trash and fucking, I don't know, wear old coat bottles on their feet.
That's a very strange thing to say.
is it Moni? Is it true that you did 9/11?
It's not true. It's a vile lie that's been spread.
I'm pretty sure it was Mayor Hussein.
What was that? Is that the name of one of the hijackers?
Yeah, Mayor Hussein. He was from Russia. He was from the UK.
No, none of the 9/11 people were from the UK.
Yeah, his name is Mayor Hussein.
No, I think you need to check your facts. Oh, thought I was gonna ask something, but I'm not.
Thought you were going to ask something.
Oh, I lost again. I want 899 wins as Demon Hunter. I just want to round it off to 900. But I've lost 3 games in a row now.
How's your investing going, Poolaboo?
Oh, well, the next draw for the premium bonds is until the end of the month. farm.
How?
on anything
When
like
did you
4
put
months.
it in initially? How many
Uh,
draws have you had? Would probably be the better
6.
question. 6 draws.
And I
And
got £100 in the first one, £25 in the second one, nothing since then.
that's what's that work out to? Like APR or whatever?
£125.
Well, no, obviously I could work that out.
Okay, fine. So we're going to do 125 divided by my investment of £29,000. But then double it because that's only 6 months.
Yep.
So it would be, I'm not sure if this is accurate, but 0.008. No, wait, it'd be 0.8%.
So
So
bad.
no,
Bad.
actually 0.8% is quite good. I think that's better than what you get at the banks.
Yeah, but it's not better than you get like investing in like
Of course, it's
Vanguard
better than what
funds or
you
anything
get
like
on the
that.
banks. They
Banks
know
Banks
don't
are
even
the biggest
banks
Jews
don't offer
going.
1% these days. They offer
Yeah, because banks
0.1%.
suck. That's
No,
why you
they
go
offer
with like a
0.01.
Vanguard fund or something if you want to play it safe, or like one of these mutual funds or something.
What are your thoughts on the? Oh, never mind.
On Biden kissing little girls, bit creepy.
No, it's the finish. It's like the finish. It's the finish.
Why are they in little suits?
No. It's like the finish. It's a prime minister.
I don't know what's
Right.
happening. Yeah, just delete it. It's
Never
for the
mind.
best.
It's the Finnish prime minister.
But as a child, getting kissed by Joe
Yeah,
Biden.
I don't know why.
I don't know why you posted it, to be honest. But here we are.
Where is
Never
this
mind.
image that you're all speaking about?
He deleted
He
it.
No
deleted it.
when.
He posted a questionable image.
It wasn't questionable.
It was an old man kissing a young girl.
No, it was not. It was the Finnish prime minister.
But she's an 8,000-year-old demon. Okay.
Oh, didn't you say earlier that she was abused as a child? This makes it even worse.
Yeah, that does make it worse. Posting fanfic pictures of her being abused by an old man. That's pretty out there, Apo.
Joe Biden. It was Joe Biden in the picture.
Yeah, the famed child molester.
He's abused people, but I don't think they were children.
No, when I imagine it. That's a joke, by the way. But there's all there's a creepy Uncle Joe memes and stuff, him kissing all those kids and stuff with Obama at these meetings and stuff. The kids looking real creeped out by him.
Oh, my stuff's
Moni,
crashing.
oh my god, I just found the best. You should buy this outfit. I think this would go really well with your style.
Go on.
Do you want to see?
Oh, fuck off. Not even amusing. Who types pee and poo into their computer?
Would you wear those?
Those colours don't even look realistic.
I don't think you actually want people to think you pissed and shit yourself, maybe. Then again, what's the point of the trousers?
Well, it's a bit weirder to pretend, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
But how do you manage to shit on the outside of your trousers? That's like a tactical shit. That is. Look at that.
It's diarrhea, you know. It's a squater.
Yeah, but you'd have to have an arsehole like a Karcher pressure washer to get it on like that.
Well, if you're going to shit yourself, it's not usually like a forced one. It's usually a bit of a pressure at the gate sort of thing, a bit of a last.
Do you not have anything better to talk about?
So when you guys shit yourself, like, shower or do you just clean up in the bathroom?
Oh, not this again.
I'm just going to take a look at what's in the news.
If you have a shit in the
Yeah,
shower,
thank you,
do you
Money.
keep running the hot water or do you switch to cold?
So,
I think it's just you that shits himself.
So we've had a record
Nah,
day for
I'm
the
pretty sure it was
UK
sick.
with 711,156 vaccinations.
Anyway, aren't you the poo poster? You can't criticize people talking about poo.
What?
So you always post about poo anyway. Isn't that kind of your thing?
No.
Having a poo posting.
No.
There have been more arrests during anti-lockdown protests in London. A family home has been destroyed after dad hit out at Yobs. Sean Ivy,
When,
panic over his wife.
when is
Uh,
that you to the left?
Sorry?
Is that you to the
That was probably was anus with all the hemorrhoids.
what the? Yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm just. Oh, you took them. Okay.
France and Poland impose new lockdown measures. Tanzania mourners pay respects to ex-leader Magufuli. So, what do we all think of Tanzania's ex-leader Magufuli? He was quite
I've literally
Don't
never heard of this
care.
person
Don't.
Well,
before.
you know, I'm really clued up on M
Yeah.
Dog. You know,
Tanzanian politics.
Mag as we called him, as close friends would call him. You know, great leader. You know, put a lot of hard work into Tanzania. Were it? You know, fucking hardworking guy. Couldn't have asked for a better leader. What's your opinion?
um, well, I think he was sort of undone by his own hubris. He actually denied
Did he
COVID
die?
existed.
Did he die of old age?
No, he died at 61.
Yeah,
Legend
of
has
old
it he
age.
had.
That's old for a black guy.
Not for an African dictator. Mugabe's died at like 80 odd.
Yeah, but Mugabe would base had a Hitler stash. That was class when Mugabe like, fuck it, I'm a dictator. I'll go a fucking Hitler mustache. This was a dictator now, bitch.
Um, I'm just looking for more stories. Um,
I think more world leaders should bring the Hitler back.
Oh, I'm gonna go. I've got a hockey game to watch. Bye, guys.
yeah, good night. Get lost.
Adding tons to the conversation anyway.
Uh,
Is it true that she stole your boyfriend?
Yeah, are you mad?
there really aren't many good stories. Oh, Great Britain's Okilai versus Golowacki for the World Boxing Organization World Cruiserweight title. Just going to get an update on that through text. I have Okilu 2 rounds up. Oh, and it's only been 2 rounds. So Okilu is a black British person and Golowacki is a Polish person. So this is really a race war, if you think about it. And the future of the world could be decided in this boxing ring.
Money or mentally ill?
The crisis facing young men, our silent emergency. What's that all about? Mental health and suicide crisis, BBC Three. There you go. That might be interesting to follow when it finally airs.
How long is this episode?
You sound a bit muffled.
How long is this episode?
Yeah, whatever. We've gone 3 hours. We're just over.
Fine.
I kind of feel like this whole radio thing is just like a dying grandpa in his bed, just drawing. He's been like death rattling for about a year. Just turn the life support off, money. Come on.
We have increased our viewership over the last few months.
Yeah. Do you think you should market it a bit more? Like you could
Yeah, but
run ads.
viewers tend to be down during the times when I'm banned from 4chan because it's harder to
No,
like.
no. But like the general public, you could like make this a big like show.
That's a great idea.
You could get like run ads on YouTube or something, or the TV, or
Maybe
I
buy
don't
some
know.
banner ads on R9K.
Yeah.
The problem with that though is that the uh, the schedule's a bit erratic, but I guess link to the channel.
You could do like merch or something. You could um Packy nonce shirts or something. I don't know. I reckon people would buy those.
Call it two shouting Arabs.
Oh, hold on a second. The Champions League draw would have been by now, wouldn't it?
Sure, why not?
Let's just take a look at that. I haven't watched any football matches for over a year, but I still like to know who's going up against each other.
Yeah, I've not been too bothered over it myself, to be honest.
Let's take a look, shall we? Quarterfinals: Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. Porto
Oh,
versus Chelsea. Oh, one of them's got an easy route to the semi-finals, haven't they? Bayern Munich versus Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, well, and Real Madrid versus Liverpool. So it seems like Manchester City got one of the easier games, and Porto Chelsea are probably very happy with that. They'd both be kicked out of the tournament, to be honest.
I really like sports and football.
Oh, that's
Cool.
which team do you support?
Scunthorpe City.
Who's your
what a
favorite?
strange choice. Horrible team.
Sorry, Money. What were you saying?
Who's your favorite player on the team?
Nugaboo.
That doesn't sound like a very real player to me.
He is.
You're tired.
Yeah, but I've got to stay up for another hour because I'm working.
It's like 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, you should go to sleep because you don't want to mess up your sleep schedule for your exams.
Yeah, I
do you?
agree.
Yeah. Good night, Whittleberry.
Yeah, I think this is being great because
It's been
exposing
something.
them.
Better than
It's
nothing.
been no, but being exposed to the language and using it, I think that's the best way. Just like in like I don't know, spelling and all those things. When you use that language, you sort of like start to think in that same language as well. Like I don't know, exposure is like the best thing.
Yeah. Weird
So
thing is, we've just hit 11 viewers, so we've kind of peaked as soon as you said you were leaving. 12 viewers.
That's,
As soon
that's
as you
why.
said you were
That's why
leaving.
they know it. They know that the dead weight's left.
yeah, the foreigners.
Thank you for your contribution and sleep tight.
All right, okay.
Bye-bye. Do you want to sign off?
Yes,
Say something?
okay. Like, yeah. Good night. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. Thanks for having me.
Not happy.
Good night.
That's it.
Goodbye.
Okay, guys, so Manchester United and Arsenal are also in the Europa League quarterfinals. Are we following the Europa League?
No.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. So let's see. Yeah, there's not much going on in the news right now.
No.
The big story is just that the viruses are being rolled out. Oh, Iceland's got a volcano that's spewing lava. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Looks pretty bad. Like one of those other countries. Like with actual red lava.
Where's the Britfeel threat? Oh, there it is. That's right.
The second most read story in the country is walrus spotted chilling at foot of Welsh cliff. So, what's everyone's favorite color?
Don't have one.
Okay.
Yeah, I have time to wrap this up. I reckon if we're asking colours.
Fine. My mouth's a bit dry anyway. Thank you for tuning in, guys. But it seems we've run out of steam. We appreciate you all and hope that you tune in again for the next episode of Britfeel Radio, which may be on a Saturday, maybe, or sometime around then. Could also be Sunday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, or Monday. So yeah, bye for now. Lots of
Nigger,
love.
nigger.
Oh,
Based.
bit of a shame to end